All right, we back. Chat. We back, chat. We back, chat. We back. Excuse me. Excuse me. What's this? Okay. All right. We back, man. Round two.
So you came to eat a 13-year-old boy's ass.
Back. Round two.
A 13-year-old boy's ass.
Back. Round two. Two-tone to get stoned. Hey, Tone, I hope you see me putting in these hours, man. Two-tone to get stoned. Hope you see your boy putting in that effort, man. You see your boy putting in that effort in these hours, man. I'm trying my best, man. Consistent trap, man. I'm trying my best. Bro. That's all I can do is give y'all the best I got to offer, my nigga. The best I got to offer. That's all I can give y'all. It's the best that I got to offer, man. And I'm thankful and I'm privileged to give y'all the best that I, in fact, have to offer. That being said, let's jump into this content. WACK100 got some things to say about the No Jumper show. Let's get into this content, man. Hope everybody's enjoying their Thursday. What this nigga talking about? So we got WACK100 crashing the No Jumper Thursday show. Here it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be happy all the time.
There you go.
What's up?
What's up, man? You remember me, right? I met you a few times.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was.
Okay.
Is that the guy Vale? Is this Vale right here?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, boo?
What's Gucci? What you WACK? How you doing? Yeah, we chilling in here. How you doing? What I be saying, bro?
Is this Vale? Is he Vale? Hey, stir the food on the pots. Stir both them pots. If you grab the lid to the pot, is it hot or is it cold? What is fire? What is everything in the kitchen? Because why? Because the stove is on and it's on fire. So what is fire? So if something's cooking on fire and it has a lid on it, what would the lid be? Is it hot on the top or the bottom or all over? Okay. If you burn yourself, what can I do to help you?
Nothing.
At all. If you cut yourself, what can I do to help you?
Nothing.
At all. All I can do is take you to the hospital. Does that stop it from hurting?
No.
Does that give you an immediate relief from the pain?
No.
And you know how long we got to wait in the hospital for you to get seen?
Yes.
What's going to be happening to your hand that entire time?
It's going to get burnt. It's going to blister.
Okay, so what can I do about that?
Nothing.
Okay, so what should you do? Put oven mitts on. Did I show you or your brother the correct way to use oven mitts?
You showed me.
Okay, so what should you go do, Dylan? Okay, so if I showed you, do I got to show this nigga? Or are you going to show him because I already showed you? Okay, cool. As long as we're all understanding how common sense works in the household and parenting.
Be trying to pod in here.
This is what parenting black dad style looks like, y'all.
You know me.
I just got off the phone with Doughboy, calling him out on some bullshit.
Okay.
I look up, and you and Adam grilling.
Yeah, we had to, man. It's just tough love. We love Doughboy.
I just told him your problem is you try to play everybody against each other with these private phone calls. Like Doughboy will call you.
Yeah.
And talk to you like
for an hour.
Y'all the best of friends.
He would. This is definitely the Doughboy specialty.
So when you know I be knowing shit, creep, and I don't say nothing. I'm good for that shit.
Yeah.
Older dudes will know shit and just won't say nothing. So he calling me with this shit. I said, yo, Doughboy, let me tell you why you a piece of shit. You knew about the Moose Adam play.
He did.
And never told me. But you called me that
talking
day
to you
about all kind of other shit.
Yeah.
And then you sat there like you didn't know. So please, why I'm just telling you. I'm telling you because I'm not plotting. If I was plotting on you, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But bro,
he's plotting.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
And I think
we could just be
he's
regular.
trying to satisfy everybody else.
You can't do that.
Moose coming in, he could be an asshole to some, but some he's likable. Just be you.
Yeah, just be
What the hell is Wack's point of being in here right now? Why is he here? Why is he interrupting this? Peaceful 7943. What's the deal? Why is Wack here? Why is Wack coming and bothering?
yourself.
And whoever fuck with you,
Doughboy doesn't have an
100%,
identity.
just be you. And he's trying to, I don't know.
Trying to fit in.
You know what I'm saying? And I just told him right before y'all went in, you're gonna fuck around and find yourself in a bad spot.
Mm.
And when I looked up, there it went.
The spot.
Yeah, Doughboy's finding his way, but he's the most accomplished dude up here, so he should be able to just be comfortable in his
What do you
skin and
mean
just do
by
his
that?
thing. Like, you know, he been on Wild
I was about to say
like in
too,
terms
huh?
of like the new hosts, like he been on Wild and Out, he been on All Deaf Digital, you know what I'm saying? He's been a part
He
of
has a resume.
when he was with Teddy Ray, they was doing, 5-6 million views per video. You know, he's been a force out here
You gotta
before.
ask
You know what
yourself,
I'm saying?
what has come of that?
Yeah, maybe he hasn't capitalized on all of that,
Hell no.
but
Nah,
he's
He's
got
on
the
no
mental stuff
jumper
too.
now.
So you know what I'm saying? He'd be
I
taking
gotta
breaks.
get
All
You
that.
gotta give him that. Whack, that nigga built some accolades and some a resume for himself, like she said.
Okay, he's been on Wild and Out. What did that progress to?
He's on no jumper now.
A Christian rap career for a little bit.
How
he
the
did
hell did-
Christian rap?
How the hell
Christian
did
rap,
Wild and
that's
Out translate to Christian rap?
Maybe the fans
Why do we care about Doughboy being a Christian rapper? I'm trying to see like what Wack's whole point and purpose of all this is, but it's not looking like there's really one. Like, why is he?
I'm not sure.
How did the Christian rap turn into him knocking Doonies in the no jumper restroom?
He retired from the Christian rap and now he's on his, turned up shit.
Yo, so I seen that they asked you about the
Creep is a really small guy. And if he's small like Wack, he's a tiny, eeny, weeny, teeny, weeny, shrivel, little, thorn, man. No. Send it to me, Snoop Wilpok.
the shit the other day.
Yeah, they did.
And you said that people should be able to speak their mind.
Yeah, but if it's disrespectful overtly, then I understand. But I just felt like that Spody wasn't the one being disrespectful. Adam was the one bringing up the disrespect. Spody was willing to just podcast, you know what I'm saying, and have sparked it up, kicked up the dust.
What I'm
Okay, so he's talking about how J Hood is unable to have a conversation like an adult and continuously put himself in stupid, Flu Flammer, skullduggerous, and larceny situations. Got it.
saying is, I think square guys and street guys, we both know when we're about to be disrespectful.
Okay.
Vale, when you went outside, you knew you was going to whoop dude's ass.
Yeah, I wasn't doing no talking.
Oh, so that is a dude, Vale. I wonder, does Vale, in this episode, does Vale bring up putting Munchie B on blast for having a blower on him? Does that ever come up?
You knew that.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
100%, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you know when you're being disrespectful. So my thing was, if you a real nigga, I respect that.
Yeah.
Assault.
But let me put the resistance in front of you and let me see if you the same nigga.
Like test it.
Yeah.
If you the same nigga, I can
You
respect
gotta
it.
respect it.
But when the resistance in front of you, niggas want to quit. I don't want to come back. It's unsafe. No, you the street nigga. This moves, this real. And guys like you should be pointing this out like I do to the kids. Kids, don't believe the hype. It be a facade because they not A and the Z, but they the first one to tell the kids what they got to do A to Z and find them kids doing 100 years a day.
Isn't Wack the one that's always saying on Paru, he gonna put you to bed when he see you on Paru, on Bloods? He called that fight on Paru. When I see you, I'm gonna put you to bed because I'm always ready. My team is always ready, and we catch bodies. Ain't he the same one that's saying that he catch hats and then go tell on people? I'm just trying to figure out where the hypocrisy starts and stops because, it's always politics that are selective in these YouTube streets. So I'm never really 100% sure what's going on. But I am always curious about when where the BS starts and stops.
And they ain't
You know what I'm
doing
saying? It be acting overly tough, knowing they ain't willing to go there like that.
Really
But
like that.
Wack, I've heard you several times be like, this building is a place of office. It shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, extra things.
And
going
you
on
don't
over there.
hear me in this. Listen, bro, I just told this to Adam. I said, Adam, I respect your build. It ain't that shit ain't happened because it couldn't happen. I just simply respect your building. So when are you going to tell the people, hey, bro, chill out on that shit Do that shit on your own time when you where you at, because
Well, Adam never tells the people to chill out on their own time and all that kind of stuff. Adam never in his life has told anybody at No Jumper to chill out with the flu flammery, the skullduggery, and the larceny at all. Nobody has ever been told this.
niggas know where we at, right? You get what I'm saying?
You felt like it's been too much.
I do.
Way too much. So when I
Okay.
I could have respected if he would have went outside and squabbled.
Yeah,
Which
facts.
they did.
On Paru, they did. Nigga got fired on, didn't swing back one time.
Well,
What?
it is a fight.
No.
That's not what happened.
So that ain't no fight. If I bust on you right now, knock your glasses off your face, and you don't swing back,
Yeah,
that's not a squabble.
It's not a fight.
But did he not swing back?
So it wasn't a fight when Tiny Draw smacked you in your head because you didn't swing back, you ran. So when you got smacked in your head at the Novo by Tiny Draws, was that a... What about when I smacked you in your face? Was that a fight? Because you didn't swing back then neither. What about when Nip got up on you? Huh. Because I remember upside your head, it was this hand right here. The same hand that I used to smack Bosco was the same hand right upside that little ball peanut head, and you didn't do nothing. Was that a fight? I guess it wasn't.
Did we not swing?
That's assault.
But did he not swing
You want
back?
to bet, nigga?
No, I don't know.
I didn't see it. They were sending screenshots of like J Hood saying he had a knot on his forehead and shit.
Wait, so
And
you're
that
saying
was, like,
they
from
didn't
the
fight?
Okay.
You saying one person
It's crazy that J Hood came back with a knot on his forehead, though. That's wild.
didn't fight back?
It's
Yeah.
getting serious.
About
You got the
that
glasses on.
What?
I'm going to show you something about that now.
And
Adam sent that to me. Look, see, one thing got whacked. I'm going to put it in front of you.
J Hood had a may knot. It may not make sense, but he had a knot on his head. It's a may knot.
yeah, that looks it looks a little digitally altered, maybe. But
read it.
It doesn't look digitally altered. It looks like it's a screenshot from the No Jumper podcast when J Hood came back with a knot on his forehead.
I'm claiming Sporty gave you a knot on your head.
He reading.
Not at all. He never threw a punch at me.
Well, then where did knot come from? Well, we not gonna figure it out like this.
Listen.
Not today, we aren't.
Listen, bro, I'm telling you what it
Never
is. Right? He know what he did. He did some busted shit and still didn't do no shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got fired on, bam, glasses off, bam, 2 steps
Didn't
back,
fight
did
back?
some old busted nervous shit,
What?
and still didn't do nothing. You ain't stupid either. Right? This is why J Hood came in and stamped it, smacking that gum and said, I just had to establish some respect. Did he say something? You know men, you know the hearts of men. When a nigga coming in victorious, nigga, he beating his chest. Or if it was like one of them, nigga,
You
we
know.
just went at it, nigga, what you saying?
You could tell the energy.
But you're not gonna say that because you know what it is. But nigga bust on you, nigga, and put that fear up in you, you gonna leave that alone.
So what's that lump on his head cap?
Ain't no lump on his head. The nigga,
It's a lump on his head. There's a clear lump on that man's head. Wack, what are you talking about? Now, what I'm not finna do is take any type of aggression advice for somebody who called the police. That's what we not gonna do. I'm not gonna take any advice of aggression. Hey, Miss Never Play Pet Pretty, what's up with you? How you been? I'm not gonna take advice from this nigga that's flu flammer and skullduggery and larceny. You feel me?
the square head ass nigga like that. Like, I'm just, nigga, you want to read it?
I haven't known Spody for long, but that just doesn't seem like Spody. He went outside with him. Why wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying?
He went outside with him, right?
I'm not even going outside if I'm not taking that fight.
He went outside with him, right?
I'm hitting you with the.
He went outside with him, right? And when he got fired on, he responded differently and still didn't do nothing. Those that know. You feel me? You feel me? He took 2 steps back.
I got to hear Spody's voice.
Shaking like, listen.
There ain't no way my boy did that.
Spody didn't swing.
The energy was off.
Listen,
the
bro.
energy was like high and low.
Bro,
for sure.
listen what I'm trying to tell
It
you.
was high and low.
What it is. So my thing
Yeah.
is, the resistance is in front of you. A lot of niggas wouldn't be saying shit they say if a nigga was in the room.
100%.
So my thing is, if it come up,
Hey, and that's crazy. For someone who wasn't in the room but arguing a point that hard has to be lying. Has to be lying. Has to be lying. Has to be lying. But that's why I be looking at, y'all gonna say that I'm wrong. Y'all gonna say that I'm wrong. But let me ask you a question. How do y'all feel about WACK? Listen, I'm about to fuck the game up. I'm about to fuck the game up. How do y'all feel about WACK lying, saying that J Hood that Spody. How do y'all feel about WACK lying, saying Spody Face didn't do nothing and J Hood don't got a knot on his head? How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about WACK telling a bold-faced lie about a fight he did not see? How do y'all feel about that? I want y'all to be as brutally honest as possible because there's a follow-up question.
And we talk about the topic, cool. Then I'm gonna keep moving. But when you was in there when the bitch shit happened. We don't like when WACK could call in. Y'all saw it. We don't like when WACK could call in. The minute Adam was like, all right, I won't let WACK call in, what did they start doing more of? Keep it real.
You feel like they disrespected you more.
So I told Adam, hey, bro, we gonna play the game if the game ain't controlled. But I put the resistance in there. Him and Munchie was both, their energy was gone. Now they both talking about, I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back to no jumper. And so me and Adam talked about it. I said, Adam, I want.
WACK is a rat symbol. I don't believe Ishi say he's not, if he's not there, how the F you know what the F happened? But how do you feel about that? How do you, let me ask the question one more time. How do you feel about WACK100 telling a story in such detail about a fight he was not there to witness? How do you feel about that?
I want you to remove J Hood and put him on another show.
Yeah.
Because if them two niggas come back after you remove him out that seat, they gonna look like some bigger bitches. And let me tell you what else can't happen. When they came back in that room, did you hear any more WACK slander? None. So that means my.
Okay, so Money 1272 say he feel like he the police. Ike Turner hands. The question is, as WACK sits in the No Jumper building and he tries to tell this story about what happened with J Hood and J Hood and Spody Face, he wasn't there. He's lying about it. We see J Hood with a knot on his head. How do you feel, and what are your opinions on WACK being so adamant and being so engulfed into telling this story that is actually not true, that he wasn't there for? I would love to know what everybody thinks about it. How do you feel about that?
Minus J Hood in the.
I feel like he's running no jumper. That means that is kind of about, but how do you feel about WACK? Not how do you feel about what he's doing at Adams 22. What is your opinions on WACK? That's a specific question. What do you feel about this? I'm going somewhere with this. I need people to be specifics because I want to know how you feel about this person, not the situation, not No Jumper. What do you feel about this individual in this situation? Because I'm going somewhere. Y'all not letting me go there because y'all not really answering the question. I'm going somewhere with this. We're here to express our feelings. This is the J Hood moment. We're talking about how we feel because J Hood did a lot yesterday based off how he feels. So we're talking about how he feels. It's a feeling moment. We're on our Kiki's Do You Love Me? How do you feel about it?
Room. I don't care what platform you go to. Yeah. If you go to.
I feel like WACK is a liar and he's messy. I feel like WACK is the police. Okay, we're going somewhere.
Pumping that shit.
I feel like he's lying. Okay.
What you were saying about WACK, you're going to look like a bigger bitch because when it was time to stand on it, you didn't.
What did you feel about what Ann had
Miss Never Play Prettiest? Okay, cool.
to say about you?
What do you have to say about me?
Well, when
about the police report?
Correct.
Let me know when the last person makes their comment, and then I'll tell you why I'm going this. But I want everybody to get their comments out, and then when you guys feel like it's enough, be like, okay, Trap, let me know what you think.
Read the police report. You really want me to do that to him? Okay, let's break it down. Let me tell you the funniest part about this was, Moose. See, Moose, this is where I be taking your points because I be thinking you're a researcher. He's mad that I read the motherfucking police report, right?
So before we get into WACK talking about how young Ant is mad that he read the police report, then you guys should all feel the exact same way about Munchie B because he sat on No Jumper and lied about the situation with me and Bosco, and that nigga lied. We all seen Bosco get his collarbone broke, and we could all see the video. No, we didn't hear it, but we all heard the video where I made it very clear, keep playing, I'll smack you again. And what did Bosco do? Nothing. Have you heard from Bosco since the collarbone incident? No. Munchie B did the exact same thing to me that WACK is doing to Spody Face. The exact same thing. It's the exact same situation. It's the exact same situation. You weren't there for a fight. Somebody who you sent got knotted up, and you're lying about what happened to your homie who got knotted up. Is that not the exact same situation with me and Bosco? Your homie was tripping. He got knotted up. It was disrespectful. Open hand, right across him. Collarbone broken. You wasn't there, but, they said that you do like a three-piece. No, WACK said that Bosco threw a three-piece. That's what WACK said. And take it a step further, the situation with me and Bosco, I didn't put into the internet. Bosco did. So if you think Wax is snitching, he's a police, why is Munchie B any different? What's the difference in the exact same situation when you're lying on someone's name about a situation you weren't there for because you don't want to admit the fact that your homie weak and he's a victim? Let's keep going.
But you talking me through the phone of the niggas that released the
Chat, am I wrong? Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know. Yeah, oh, Keith, I was cold with that setup. You see what I did there? I was cold with that setup, but am I lying and am I wrong? Am I lying or am I wrong?
police report. Alex Alonso and Munchie B is the ones put the police report out.
Alex Alonso.
So without them putting it out, I can't do what?
Read it.
Can't read it, yeah.
And then the bozo says, and he's reading a bunch of false statements, and then comes out.
All right, man. So, chat, y'all stay and kick it. Y'all stay and kick it. Y'all stay and kick it because we get into a new topic. But y'all know, man, we're going to continue to run into this content because we got a lot of things to talk about. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. We up out of here. Chat, are y'all enjoying this? Chat, are y'all enjoying this? I hope so. I hope so because we finna go ahead and get back into this Kantiana. I ain't finna hold y'all.
The energy was gone. Now they both talking about, I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back to no jumper. And so me and Adam talked about it. I said, Adam, I want you to remove J Hood and put him on another show.
Yeah.
Because if them two niggas come back after you remove him out that seat, they gonna look like some bigger bitches. And let me tell you what else can't happen. When they came back in that room, did you hear any more whack slander?
No, it's not reaching. It's not reaching. No, it's not reaching at all. The facts of the case is Munchie B wasn't there. It was two other bloods in the room while Bosco got abused, but Munchie B wasn't one of them. No. This is not a reach. I just don't select my politics. No, Munchie B sat on no jumper and regurgitated a lie that Wack told about Bosco hitting me with a three-piece. That never happened. Despite the fact that it's on camera, that Bosco got victimized. That happened. Now we have Wack lying about a fight that happened between Spodyface and J Hood, despite the fact that we see a goose egg on J Hood's head. You tell me where it's different at. Since Money 1272, I would love for you to tell me what makes those two situations different. I would love for you to tell me what makes those two situations different. But let's stay on topic until Money, whatever, 12612 can tell me what exactly makes these two exactly duplicate situations different.
None. So that means minus J Hood in the room, I don't care what platform you go to, if you go to pumping that shit.
The difference between me is I don't select my politics. Even when I'm wrong, y'all hear me come on this and be like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did that. I should have handled it better. Y'all seen the interview with Spider Loke? I took all the accountability. It take all the accountability. I have no problem saying where I'm wrong. Y'all just seen the whole interview on Spider Loke when I was like, damn, I shouldn't have came into the YouTube space tripping on niggas on public. I should have just tripped behind closed doors. I shouldn't have been trying to fight nobody out loud. That's accountability. I don't select my politics. I pick them all. I don't select my fades. I pick them all. I don't select my problems. I pick them all. You feel me? All of them. All of them. You feel me? So,
Shit you were saying about Wack, you gonna look like a bigger bitch because when it was time to stand on it, you didn't.
See, but here go the thing. My man Money goes, he wasn't there, bro, but his homie Wack doing snitching on many occasions. That's not what we talking about. I didn't say nothing about nobody snitching. I said when somebody's telling a story that they weren't there for and they homie got beat up and they talk about their homie not getting beat up, what's the difference? You made it about snitching. I didn't say nothing about snitching at all. I said, what's the difference in these two situations? I didn't mention nobody telling at all. I've never insinuated Munchie B to be a snitch. I don't think that Munchie B is a snitch at all. But I think that Munchie B is a liar, a dirty politicker, and a selective politicker for sure. For sure. But he ain't no snitch. He ain't no snitch at all. But on the back end, who's surprised that the nigga from Inglewood wants to dirty politic the nigga from the Crenshaw district? The nigga from Inglewood who's so gang banged out that he won't go to Marathon Burger wants to politic the nigga from the Crenshaw district. Not shocking. That's not the most shocking thing that I've heard today. I also seen a kangaroo do backflips riding a leprechaun. That was shocking.
What did you feel about what Ann had to say about you?
What do you have to say about me?
Well, when
about the police report?
Correct.
Me reading the police report? You really want me to do that to him? Okay, let's break it down. Let me tell you the funniest part about it.
We talking police-ish. Wasn't the Rolling 60s going through a national televised RICO? And Munchie B kept trying to say, oh, he's a gangbanger. He's from this. He's from that. He's from that. That's not. Okay. Because I don't gangbang. I've never gone onto the internet and said that I even know what a gangbanger is. I don't know any gang members. I think that some people like the color red. Some people like the color blue. Some people like the color orange. Some niggas like different hats. That's their business. But am I tripping? Or did Munchie B go on no jumper and try to tie me to a fraternity in the organization that was going through a federal RICO at the time? Did that happen? I think it did. That's, okay. On multiple occasions, right? That's, not knowing what I got going on, not knowing if I'm on probation, not knowing if I'm on parole, not knowing what I got going on legally, not knowing if my family members that's on that paperwork are tied to me in any type of way. My actual blood family members that are on that big U paperwork, RICO, my actual blood family members that are on there, yeah. Okay. I don't know none of that, bro. I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. Yeah, stop believing in these. My man Money 1272. Hear it from your favorite non-affiliate. Hear it from your favorite non-affiliate. Stop believing in YouTube LA gangbangers. Stop believing in them, bro. Stop believing in them. Don't believe in them. You know who you should believe in? The ones not on YouTube. Those are the ones we got to believe in. Because all the real ninjas either dead or in jail. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. See, don't believe in them, bro. Don't even believe in me. I could be AI. I might not even be real. Don't believe in me.
Well, this is where I be taking your points. Because I be thinking you're a researcher. He's mad that I read the motherfucking police report, right? Mm-hmm. But you talking me through the phone of the niggas that released the police report. Alex Alonso and Munchie B is the ones put the police report out.
Alex Alonso.
So without them putting it out, I can't do what?
Read it.
Yeah, read it, yeah.
And then the bozo says, and he's reading a bunch of false statements, and then comes out, and you know better than this, and puts himself at the fucking murder scene, timestamps it, put his homie there at a certain time, and says they were in the Rumble, but I was in the store. Nigga, you don't get these details. Y'all didn't catch this shit?
Well, he just said something happened when I was there.
He said, I got there at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
what did he just do? Put himself where?
Yeah.
Because as of now, they say it's a video. Yeah. We don't know if this video been tainted. Yeah. We don't know if this video is a video from the day before. This how we play it fucking with court. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But now it don't matter because guess what he just did? He put himself at the crime scene.
But you don't think he had like these conversations with his counsel?
Hell no, nigga. Know how many cases I didn't fought?
When you have a lawyer, you're not supposed to. You don't,
hey, bro.
Shit.
Do you know the only thing I say in court? Not guilty. That's it.
Supposed to say
but all the
Wack is a liar. We have footage of him being in the case with Keefe D in Vegas, where he actually has a warrant out for his arrest currently for lying to the judge. And he said a bunch of things he shouldn't have said. Go stir that food. He said a bunch of things he shouldn't have said. But that doesn't take away from the fact that when Young and Hefe called, he did place himself at the scene of a murder. He did place himself at a scene of underlying murder.
Time that Ant's done, why would he be doing? He seemed pretty confident, and that's why he was speaking. So,
listen,
like, you know,
that's
freely.
what we all scratching our head about. And then he started telling on his homies. They was there at 6 o'clock. They were rumbling. You don't give listen, bro. You do not give these details up under any circumstances. That is, so he's telling me I'm reading.
On camera though. That's all on camera.
Bro, I wouldn't give a fuck. OJ, they found a glove in OJ house, nigga. Guess what? Somewhere in there, your legal found a way to get out of it.
You don't want to help them in any type of way.
You do not help them. Bro, the fact that they had to prove that's Ant on camera. They got to prove that. We got to.
Now, let's only stick with the facts. We're not going to go into an emotional outburst. I've already got my emotions out. I said what I had to say. I was passionate about it, but that's only something that has to do with myself. When speaking on someone else, we'll just look at the situation in a very non-biased situation. The only thing that I can say, the two things where I can say Young Ant made the biggest mistake, number one, you tied yourself to the scene of the crime. Number two, you admitted to knowing what was going on at the crime. That's ugly. That's UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. It's ugly. Yeah, it's ugly. But that is also why they tell you do not talk about your case And we cannot continue to blame Adam 22 and the No Jumper podcast for grown men calling into that platform to express their grievances with other grown men and or talk about their situations that they have put themselves in that, you know, can create a flu, flam, a skulldug, and or a Larson. I get that a lot of people will say, oh, well, Adam shouldn't have let him call, and Adam, blah, blah, blah. Adam is not Young Ant's friend. He is his boss. What is Adam's job? To create content. Listen to what I said. Adam 22 is not Young Ant Hefe's friend. He is his boss. Adam 22 runs a business where they create content. You cannot expect your boss who makes content about his wife, listen to what I just said. You cannot expect your boss who makes content about other men laying with his wife to absolve you from being a part of the content. That's it and that's all. So the whole concept, oh, well, Adam, I don't hear that and I don't see that because Adam makes videos and content about other men laying with the woman he chose to love and value under God. Yup. What you said is let your place of business turn into a jungle and don't stop it when your name is all over it. If I so choose to do that with my business, yes. Yes. Respect the informant, which we don't respect as an informant. But yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Should Adam 22 allow his business to turn into a circus in a jungle? That's his business. You know why I don't blame Adam? Because guess what? It's not like he in a zoo. You know the difference between No Jumper and the zoo? In the zoo, they take animals out the wild and they force them to be there. You ain't got to force nobody to be at No Jumper. Them niggas come on their own. What's the difference between No Jumper and the zoo? At least that gorilla got snatched out the jungle. He ain't had no choice. He got hit with the tranquilizer. They brought him to the zoo. Them niggas at No Jumper, they begged to go over there. So how you mad at niggas for begging to be in a place that they know is a jungle? Come on, my dude. Nah, but see, here go the thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're going to put you in timeout since you don't know how to act. We're going to just put you in timeout. Now, look, now you can sit your emotional ass in timeout. But you know what I realized too? Don't nobody got accountability out here. Accountability is lacking. Everybody got an excuse on why it's somebody else's fault for these grown-ass men over 30 making bad decisions daily. Everybody has an excuse on why it's someone else's fault for a grown man to wake up of sound mind, body, and spirit, to get up and make a conscious decision to drive over an hour to Burbank. Jay, how many B's is that? One.
Prove that this footage ain't been altered. See, this is what you got your PIs for. It don't matter now because the nigga put himself at the scene. And I'm sitting there saying, bro, this No Jumper shit.
We gonna call you J7 because that's way too many B's. My nigga JB7
has an effect on people that's crazy.
And do you put any blame on it?
And you know what? And you know who I do blame? Before I blame Adam, I blame you motherfuckers in the chat. Before I blame Adam 22, who told us who he was, who told us he didn't believe in God, who told us that he had let his wife go smack another dude for some chili and then go make content about it, who told us the only thing he holds sacred is his daughter, which is not a bad thing to hold sacred. Shout out to him for being a good dad. I blame all you ninjas in the chat who made excuses for these grown men. But what about? I blame all you but what about ninjas. Before I blame Adam, I blame every individual in the chat, like Respect the Informant, who helped a grown man and encouraged the grown man to make a bad decision. Whatever that noise is, it needs to stop.
Adam, for
cut off all those alarms.
For him, like putting such a forthright question,
no,
Adam.
Because Adam,
as a homie.
Now listen,
that's his homie.
WACK could be a bitch ass nigga if I asked him what Adam asked him.
Yeah,
because I know better.
But he prefaced it with, "If this is too far, don't answer." And I feel like he could have
that question.
Yeah.
Then it's I wouldn't say it.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't give a fuck. If I ask it or Creep ask some shit like that, or J Hood, I'm gonna be like, nigga, what's wrong with you?
Okay.
You ain't supposed to do
Yeah,
that.
that's not true.
Y'all trying to get the content. It's hey, whoop de whoop. He's supposed to be like,
It's
Remember
their
Adam
job not to
said,
Yeah, he
answer.
coulda
if it's
easily
not going
said,
too
yeah.
far, you supposed to know this nigga finna go too far.
Exactly,
Not
yeah.
per her
Yeah,
shit.
to even have a preface.
What he was alluding to is that all of the misinformation and all of the convo.
But then see, here's the thing too. At what point do you know you called into no jumper? They gonna ask you questions about the case. Who is shocked? Who is shocked? Who is shocked? Who is shocked? Who is shocked that when you call into no jumper from jail, they're gonna want to talk to you about why you're in jail? Well, Adam should know not to ask him that because what? Because what? Because Adam's supposed to respect young guy Hefe more than he respects his own wife? Why y'all think that? Nah, man, y'all over here living in fantasy, bro. Y'all not living in grown-up life. Y'all not living in reality. If a ninja across his wife, I never expect him to be loyal to me. Look what he did to her. If a ninja across his wife, I never expect his loyalty. Should I be surprised if I kind of get it about him returning my lighter? He don't got nothing for nobody. If you don't got nothing for the woman you laid down with, that gave you a baby, that put her life on the line to give you another version of you, I have no chance. And every grown man who can't understand that, who don't see that, who don't want to respect that, who don't got no bearings in that, bro, you're just delusional. What, daddy wasn't there to take you to the fair? You got daddy issues? You need love from another nigga? Come on, fool. Let's call it real. What, you need love from another nigga? Y'all so tied up in making love to this man? Y'all so caught up in needing being validation from this man? What, your daddy didn't tell you he loved you enough? You buying for this man's attention? And then you mad at him for treating you exactly how he said he was going to treat you? Oh, yeah, you niggas is crazy, bro. You niggas is crazy. There's no accountability here. It's none. Nobody wants to be accountable. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's issue. It's always the reason why somebody else is to blame for a bad decision made by an individual. Man, come on, fool. These are the same kids who, when they got in trouble at school, mama come up there, it's not my baby. It's not my baby. It's everybody's fault but your babies. Remember when we was kids and the kid would bother you, and then you would whoop him in class, and then his mama come up there acting like you the problem, she tripping, but he really did it? But he did it? My baby didn't do it. My baby. Y'all niggas is too busy being mama's babies, bro. Straight up. Y'all niggas is too busy being mama's babies, daddy's maybes. And maybe if y'all wasn't daddy's maybes, y'all wouldn't be looking for so much attention from this grown man. Let's keep going.
Listen to what you're saying. Did you read the report?
Yes.
Okay, in the report.
I pray that young guy Hefe receives his liberation. I pray to God that young guy Hefe receives his liberation. You feel me? But you calling in no jumper discussing your case is probably not the best thing for you to do on a Tuesday. It just probably wasn't. You want to call, say hi, say what's up to the homies, all that. That's cool. You didn't have to talk about your case.
It says, I identified a guy that I know to be Ant from A-Trade Gangster. This is what the report's saying. It was at this time. These other group of guys was over here doing all this shit, right? Ant saying the police is lying. But then comes on No Jumper and verifies exactly what the police is saying.
So
when he says, I identified on film a guy known to be Ant, Ant comes on No Jumper and says, I got there at 9 o'clock.
But
Nigga, what?
I think he's denying that he struck the person because that's what it said, and him taking the backpack.
It don't matter what you denying. Why did you admit to being there? So yeah, I am emotional behind it, man. I hate to see my homies throw their life away over stupidity. Yup, I'm irritated. I'm upset. 15,000 on my head and a net. Yeah, bro, you know what? I am upset. I am emotional because I'm tired of watching black dudes throw their head away. You feel me? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of niggas like G-Baby 690 who can't count, talk about it's only 100 people in the chat when it's clearly 188. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. We got to do better. We are examples. We black men. We the leaders of the world. We black men. People look at us, they watch us, for better or for worse, they watch us. And all we do is give them BS on no jumper, bro. And I'm a part of the problem, so now I'm trying to be a part of the solution. I take my accountability. I done gave y'all some BS too. That's why I'm so passionate about not giving y'all no more. You right. You 100% right. Rich Trapper, you done been a part of the BS too. Yup. Right upside my head. I'm done. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. I'm a goofy. I'm a lame. I'm a cornball. Gotta do better. Gotta do better. Can't stop being goofy, lame, cornball until you admit that you was being one. Yup, it's frustrating. It's frustrating to continue to watch niggas who got daughters throwing their lives away, who got mamas throwing their lives away. Stupid shit, fool. Stupid shit. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Why am I so passionate? Because this directly affect my community. We shouldn't have almighty suspect in jail for pepper spraying his woman. We shouldn't have all my Hefe calling in, you know what I'm saying, trying to defend his honor because y'all lying about him on the internet. We shouldn't have Spody Face and J Hood fighting on camera, and now it's to a situation where Spody Face could have been taken away from his baby. He just got out of jail. J Hood could be thrown back in jail. He just got out of jail. Like, this is dumb. We got to do better. We got to figure out better. We got to change the way we think. We got to change the way we speak. We got to change the ideas that become words that become actions, fool.
Got the card.
Straight up. So, yep, I'm emotional. I don't give a damn. Somebody got to be emotional about it. Otherwise, we're going to continue to run in this same stupid circle. And pay attention to how many people in the chat, let the content play. You should just let them. Look at how many niggas are so focused on your demise, fool. People is focused on your demise. So many people gonna watch this. You talking too much. You blah, 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 because they don't want to hear a message. All they want is drama and destruction. They want to see you destroy what you built. They want to see your black skin in a box.
I think that's what he was telling a different account.
Yeah. Stop encouraging people who want to see your black skin in a box, bro. Stop doing it for the comments. They don't care about you. They care about letting the content play because they at work moving boxes and doing whatever they got to do, trying to get through their shift to go home to their family. You want to tell me let the content play to watch another nigga throw away his whole life so he can never go home to his family to pass your day at work so you can go home and provide for yours. That's the kind of spaces that we in. It's sick.
Moose, if you can't prove I'm there,
yeah.
You can't say I did what.
No,
that's all
anything.
Yeah. So now you didn't gave them some leeway.
It just doesn't help the case.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying that.
So what
for
I'm
sure.
saying is, you're mad at me for reading something, which this is what we do to see if a nigga telling or not. We're gonna read, but you talking through the phone of the niggas that released the report for me to read. And then you said, and the nigga saying, I got a public defender. Did y'all catch this one?
Yeah.
These niggas just slowing their head. He said, I got a public.
I will say this to my valuable fans. I do apologize for my rant. I do apologize for all the yapping and all that kind of stuff because technically this ain't what y'all came to the thing for. But on the back end, God sent you here because maybe you needed to hear this message, fool. Straight up.
Public defender. So my team, they're going to go to your court date, and the court date is going to tell us who's representing you.
Yeah.
He's going to tell us, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says, nigga, I got a paid attorney. Woo, woo, woo. And then later on says, yeah, man, when I first went to court, my public defender came to see me and said, I don't know why you in here. You didn't remember that part?
Yeah, then he wanted
To be fair, he could have got an attorney
additional
after.
lawyer.
My point.
But
So
when
why
you
am I dumb?
When you reported it, it was true, and then he got counsel.
Why am I dumb for reading you in there with a public defender? See, if WACK go to jail today, 2 motherfuckers getting called. Bail bondsman and an attorney.
That's not true because you owe your attorney money right now. Your lawyer is currently suing you because you owe him money. So that's not true.
I'm never walking in a damn court date with no public defender. I've been like that since I've been 12 years. I ain't never had a public defender. Ever.
Got to keep it money, honey.
Ever. So what I'm telling you is, what do you mean WACK don't know what he talking about when you just said when you went to court the first time, your public defender said, I don't know why you're here. All we pulling is your last court date. Now, if you have went and acquired an attorney since then, cool. But don't say I'm a dumbass for saying he got a public defender when you've already attended the only court date with a public.
I don't think people think you're dumb, but what
Y'all think they do.
what I think
They
people,
think I'm dumb.
I think it's a lot of youngsters out here that, how old are you? How old are you, bro?
32.
He 32.
You think WACK's dumb, or we know that this man cannot think his way out of a wet paper bag, even if he had a pair of safety scissors. WACK the type of nigga that only eat left-handed grapes. So we got to pay attention to niggas who only use left-handed grapes. You feel me? You only eat left-handed grapes. All I'm saying is, right, he was 12 with a paid lawyer, but your mama and your daddy was both dope fiends, and you went to jail for pow-powing a ninja who disrespected your dope fiend mama with a BB gun. Anyway, I digress. We can't trust a ninja who can't think his way out of a wet paper bag that only eat left-handed grapes. You feel me?
Yeah.
I've been home 27 years.
Yeah.
So that means nephew was like 5 years old.
And that's another thing too, real quick. Miss Pretty never played. I know these niggas. Bro, I went to this nigga young and daughter birthday party, fool. It was so much love in that room. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Man, that nigga has so much love for his daughter and his mom and his BM. And man, it was beautiful, bro. It was beautiful. So it's sad. It is sad. It is sad, fool. It is sad to see young Ant in there, man. That was beautiful, bro. The way that man interacted with his family, man, it was beautiful. Young Ant he a good dad. He a real good dad. I seen him with my own eyes. I was at the birthday party. You can't fake that kind of love. It don't got nothing to do with toy. It was a gang of gifts. Don't get it twisted. All the material was there. But they was giving something that money couldn't buy. It was love in the room. It was love in that space. No matter what that family got going on, that's their business. I ain't gonna speak on it because I don't know. But at that moment, at that birthday party, nigga, it was all love. It was all so much love in the room. It's sad, fool.
When I got out the penitentiary.
And this nigga Wack keep talking about like he just got out, nigga. He been home 27 years, fool. Get the fuck out of here.
He was a year to being born when I went to the penitentiary. But if you look at him, he's a grown-ass man, right?
Young man,
so if he starts saying, whack don't, and I'm looking at him, I'm going to say, bro, you wasn't even around to even talk to me about this shit. It don't add up to people his age. They're like, what does he mean? What I mean was, when I paroled, the man was 5. That mean I already been through some shit, right?
For a long time.
So I'm not going, you can't come tell me about no fucking street shit because I come from an era, my nigga, that you wasn't even part of. He wasn't even born when I went to the penitentiary.
No, understandable.
When you born in 94?
93.
93, you born a year before my son born.
When I first met Ant in person, it was with you. You feel me? You
That's a fact.
You brought him onto the Adam and Wack
I'm
show.
the first one brought him to this building.
And you know, that was my intro to him. It seemed like y'all had a decent
bro.
rapport at
All
the
I'm
time.
doing, listen, my whole movement, when it comes to the streets, be to the kids, bro. On some real shit. You'll never hear a kid saying, flock the ball. Tell him to tell his daddy to tell you how he met me. What you doing on the block? You shouldn't be over here. Go home. You're going to get in trouble. Flock the ball was mad at his daddy because he was out his life 7, 8 years. You know why his daddy was out his life 7, 8 years?
He was locked up.
He didn't listen to me. He didn't say, Wack, I remember you tried.
So you the reason why Flock the Ball Daddy got locked up? You saying that you the reason why Flock the Ball Daddy got locked up? Interesting.
To run me in the house. Wasn't about no music shit. They'd tell you, I ain't never supervised a nigga getting put on, a nigga getting put off. None of that.
Because you ain't a joint like that. It's not because you're such a good person, you're so smart, nigga. You're not welcome. It's a difference between not being around because you're smart enough to not be around, and you know, whatever. Nigga, you wasn't allowed to be around.
So when I see shit happening, remember, these dudes glorify drinking lean. Let's be real. I know this y'all homeboy, but it's cool. Drinking lean, right?
Which is super cool.
Right?
I mean,
which is not.
It's kind of cool.
It's not.
I know.
Kids.
It's not for kids.
Okay.
For people who are
outside,
legal adults.
Outside in the hood, on the block. It's what they say. Wack, you don't be outside in the community.
My nigga, we don't want to hear you talk about the community you can't go to.
You don't be outside on the block. You don't, and I'm like, yeah, you right. So kids, this what happened when you outside on the block. Let's say Ant is innocent. But because he chose to go to the block to get the...
My nigga WACK100 is batteries, bro. He just not included. He batteries. Just not included. He just wants to be.
Toilet paper, what happened?
It puts him in a...
So when I'm telling them, my whole thing is, they screaming, Wack, you ain't outside in the hood on the block. But Wack been home 27 years, very successful. You just come home a couple years ago, you fight the motherfucking life sentence because you wanted to go outside on the block.
I mean,
it ain't an attack on him. It's me using him as an example to the youth on what not to do.
Because you would look lame as hell if you was your age, as successful as you are, posting up on the block every day.
I mean, bro, he looked lame as hell. Nigga, he 35.
Well, and here's the thing. At a certain okay,
you
so
35 years old.
At a certain point, I know that you and Ann have had like somewhat tumultuous relationships. At certain times, you're on accordance. Sometimes it seems like you're not getting along that good.
Nah, bro. At the end of the day, dude doesn't understand Clubhouse. He thinks whatever niggas say on Clubhouse, I'm directing them. Man, that shit run 24/7.
Bro, what are you talking about?
7 days a week. I didn't build some shit bigger than me.
Right.
I ain't been on that motherfucker all day today. That shit been open all day, ain't gonna shut down.
What we saying is not Adam saying it. I get that.
So with people, exactly what you saying, he's saying Adam is
right? I get that.
So he got all men, people telling me they only say that, probably was Rockstar or some shit. because you told them to say it. Nah, nigga, that wasn't me. I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. But when I read it, I told him, I said, you shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? On some street shit. I'm telling you. Maybe didn't like that. But my whole thing is, don't get mad at me. That's why I be looking at y'all crazy. Hold on, Ant. You be preaching outside on the block in the community. Y'all say, do WACK be in the ghetto? Fuck no. If I gotta go, I'll go. I can go where any ghetto I want to go to.
For sure.
All right, fuck no. Is that my place of preference? Hell no. I think it's
go
filthy.
to Italy.
I don't want to fuck with none of this shit. My kids ain't never had a sidewalk in front of their house. This a fact. Ain't no curb. They don't even know what that is in front of their house. So no.
Like, that's because you live in an underdeveloped city. Okay, so real quick, like WACK is so proud of his 24 hours party line. Real quick, WACK loves to throw this narrative. My kids don't even know what a sidewalk look like. My kids ain't never seen a sidewalk. My kids ain't never blah, blah, blah. Don't know what a sidewalk. Blah. That's because you live in an underdeveloped city where they don't have even actual sewer systems throughout the entire city. There's no drainage system through the entire city of Palmdale. And at certain times when it rains, the city floods. So you live in an underdeveloped city that's so underdeveloped that they don't even have a running sewer system, and they don't have adequate power because when it rains, not only does it flood, the power goes out. So you feel me? That's that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm not getting out, going to hang in the ghetto.
As you
what?
should. It makes no sense.
Yeah. I'm just
to
saying,
get
since you
out.
use it against me, I'm telling the kids, this is what you get when you outside in the community on the block.
And I understand you like trying to lead by example.
What's wrong
show
with
that there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm curious about is, a lot of people seem to feel like you've been like the energy that you're expressing towards incarceration is.
I never said nothing about his incarceration. I'm talking about how he got incarcerated. It's a difference.
Okay.
In the situation
How
that
he
he
got
was in.
incarcerated. You can't say, WACK, you not a real member. He said it again. This dumbass nigga comes on no jumper. Nigga, I'm a real official member. Motherfucker, you. Are you okay right now? Nigga, do you not? I guarantee you this. You want to make a bet? Everything he said on that thing is going to be in his transcripts. You want to bet?
Oh, I'm not going to bet that.
I hope not, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I'm telling the kids, you don't have to get high, use drugs, be a part of a gang, or be outside on the block to be successful. They say, WACK, you ain't. Yeah, you right, I'm not. Cool.
That's not what you're, valuing in
I
life.
did that already. And what's crazy is I did it and figured it out. By the time I was 22, I figured it out. Everybody that stays on this road dies, life in jail, in a wheelchair, some crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
I was an intelligent kid, a magnet school kid. I was a kid that got skipped grades. I just had to go home to the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? If I'd have had a different environment, I would have been.
You can't tell me that this nigga was in anybody's magnet class. I'm gonna give him 2 more minutes to tell these lies, but now we just getting out of control. WACK in a magnet class? Nigga, just because you was in class playing with refrigerator magnets don't make you in a magnet class. It's 2 totally different things. It's 2 totally different things. It's 2 totally different things. You mean to tell me that you was in class playing with magnets from the refrigerator, the little letters? Remember when we was kids, we had the letter magnets? You was playing with them in class, but you thought that you was in a magnet program? That's not the same thing.
Different life.
Yeah.
To be fair, in like the Pomona education, they start teaching like arithmetic.
I'm not from Pomona. I'm from Pacoima. Right? I mean, different. Like, so what I'm saying is simple. They are promoting the block. I'm anti-block. I don't want the kids on the block. You ain't never heard me promoting go gang bang, go do this, go do that, go do this. My homeboys came.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that is a good point. Nigga, Los Padrinos, the youth authority don't got no magnet school. You tell all these stories about being in the juvenile system. When the hell was you in school? What? Rich Rabbit, how the hell has WACK says he spent so much time in the youth penitentiary system, youth juvenile system, YA, Los Padrinos? I done been through the halls. I'm a YA, baby. I did this. I went from the youth system directly to the penitentiary, is his words. From the youth system directly to the penitentiary. They took him from the youth jail to the penitentiary to the grown-up jail. Nigga, when the was you in school? Let alone in class playing with magnets. Talking about you in a magnet class. You're done. You're done. We're done here. We're done here. We're done here. Next subject. We're done here. We're done here. We're done here. We are done here because it ain't no way. It ain't no way. It ain't no way. We're done here. It ain't no way. It ain't no way. It ain't no way. You know. You could tell me a lot, but you can't tell me that. You could tell me a lot, but you can't tell me that. Okay, so we're gonna get into this last. And that's how I'm gonna end it. Because we got two more. We got one more long one. So let me go ahead and just throw this into
Today we're diving into the lore of J-Hood.
Let me just go ahead and throw that into the queue. Boom. This is what I wanted.
TS2 WACK, aka Mr. WACK100, man. He once again has contributed to the madness up at the no jumper scene. Now, today we gonna get a look at how he continues to do this without there being any repercussions, at least for him, you know, and hopefully this will reach the right people and they can see what's really going on, because it's looking like we about to have a loose cannon round 2 around there. But yeah, TS2 WACK.
Somebody needs to go stir that food.
Man, he feeling.
This is how you do when you got more than one kids. You just yell out what needs to be happening, and then don't nobody do it. And if don't nobody do it in an adequate amount of time, then you go in there and start tripping on everybody. But you just yell out what needs to happen, and then somebody better get up and do
it. And what's crazy is we don't even have to speculate as to why this stuff is happening. Y'all know how I do. I run the clips, then I chime in, you know. I took my time with this one because I wanted to let him talk first, you know? So without wasting any more time, let's get to it.
Today, like I told him, I gave him pre-warning. I told him, I said, listen, what we gonna do is we gonna put something in front of you and we gonna see if niggas got the same energy. Mm-hmm. Now, I was nice about it, bro. I keep telling these young niggas, you niggas ain't been around long enough. So I sat and thought about it. All right, Wack, which way you want to go with this? I run the play already to get him in there.
So Wack set this up from the very beginning, which kind of makes me believe Braze's story when he said that the intention was for J-Hood to go in there and accost Munchie B.
Okay, he in there. I sent a whole nother to get him in there. Okay, he in there. All right, nephew, go ahead on and play possum and sit down with the blind nigga. Okay, you trust it. Get to the table. Now it's Wack, what you want to do? Do you want him to play super cool crip and tell a nigga, let's go eat afterwards? See, this is why I tell these niggas, bro, you listening to a bunch of these little dude, ODM, so I never seen this little nigga, but he's a little crackhead. I never seen these niggas in my life. Little crackhead. These niggas don't know. I don't know what's up with them. They have never, ever played. They don't know me. Nobody they knows know me. And it's crazy, when me and Big U was running, these little dudes didn't exist.
Now, I'm going to stop it right here because this is kind of unrelated, but it's not. It actually fits right in. Y'all heard what
If y'all haven't done so yet, make sure y'all hit my homie Byron Blake with a like, comment, subscribe, man. He a good dude. Check him out.
He just said when me and Big U was running around. This is another example of Wack doing what I've been telling y'all that he was doing from the jump with the Big U situation. He has basically on multiple occasions included himself as being involved with Big U around the same time that Big U is alleged to have been, you know, doing this stuff that got him facing these racketeering charges. If you were so involved and you were so around, why aren't you included on the indictment list? You name dropping Big U right now as a way to say, man, these dudes wasn't even really outside in the streets, because I was outside in the streets with Big U. That's what you're trying to say right now. So if that's the case, why aren't you listed as involved in any of this stuff that was going on? Don't let that go over y'all head. But also don't mistake that for not being. It's connected. Just follow me. It's not direct.
Man, Wack been putting niggas in jail since the 99 and the 2000. Wack put you up in jail, yeah. A cell, yeah. If he caught, he gonna tell you. To hell, yeah.
directly related to this topic and the people that are involved.
J Hood reconsidered that slap when he looked down and seen Munchie B had ham and cheese on him and he didn't want to get turned into a sandwich. J Hood quickly reconsidered that action, was like, maybe I won't put hands on this nigga. This nigga might put hands on me.
But it's part of the MO. Check this out.
If y'all did, y'all was over there on y'all block doing what you was doing. You wasn't around, you wasn't at the table, wasn't around. So I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do is create a situation to where you just marked all the way out. Now, if you notice, after nephew came in the block, didn't nobody utter whack name. So that means, nigga, when it's in front of you, you ain't got that fire. You ain't. So that means if you go to your platform or go over here, forward, nigga, you looking like a bitch. I put you in a trick bag.
Now, we don't have to go too deep into the details. If you know what occurred, you know what occurred. If you don't know what occurred, I'm sure it's easy for you to find out without me having to say it. But regardless of what occurred, we have WACK admitting that he is the reason that it occurred. At least,
man, now we all know that WACK for sure is the reason why this situation occurred. Hey, Keith, man, we got to keep the lights on, man. I need them ads. But we all know that WACK is the situation, the root of the situation. We all know that he is the pillar, the foundation, the platform for all this drama, flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny that has occurred with J Hood at No Jumper this week. We know that WACK sent J Hood with the mention to accost Munchie B. It didn't quite go that way because J Hood spooked up at the last minute, but we all know
he's acknowledging it on this platform. You know, I don't want to say admitting, like, you know, but yeah, WACK is saying, hey, I'm the reason that this occurred. Now, considering that this happened at No Jumper, you know, this is kind of like questionable because everybody know No Jumper be leading to police situations and people getting arrested and charged with stuff. So it's like, damn. And then it automatically puts you in the mind of this.
And I was in there working, and you know, before I go in, they know if we expecting anybody. So nigga pulled up. I'll give y'all a slight visual of one of the individuals. PTR, that's one of the individuals after the double stripping occurred. They pulled up, they said, what's up, homie? They said, yeah, we here to holler at WACK. And that was the outcome. The other one was in the back. He crawled in the trash can himself trying to get away. I don't think he know he was at. But I keep warning y'all, I am not a rapper. Don't come playing. Like, don't come playing, my nigga. I keep trying to help y'all. Do not believe that I am a 47-year-old survivor. I am a paranoid nigga that's not driven by fear, and my team around me ain't playing. They not playing.
Yeah, that second clip you just heard, that's WACK admitting to organizing a situation on a previous occasion, a situation that actually led to people going to jail.
Arrest date was 4/1/2026 by Burbank PD. So on April 1st, now you got to remember this incident happened all the way back in 2024. And Alfred is the first arrest. Now we could consider Tremaine to be the first arrest, but you already know he's locked up because he's locked up for that Big U, with that Big U felony case that is federal case that is going down. So he's already in custody, but this is the first person outside of all of that was arrested. However, he was released on ROR.
Now, if you like me, I'm pretty sure you wondering how the hell is this dude orchestrating these situations and then coming away unscathed, especially when the situations are leading to actual criminal charges against people, even lawsuits. You know, Adam 22 was actually sued for the situation that happened at No Jumper, the one we just heard about, the one that has the criminal charges attached to it. So what I want you to take a look at is this thing called the Attorney General's Guidelines on Confidential Informants. The Attorney General guidelines set the rules for how federal agencies use confidential informants, including when they can authorize otherwise illegal activity. Now, the reason that
My bad. If they're a confidential informant, they can basically be used to commit crimes, and they can commit crimes with government approval.
that these guidelines exist is because
My bad, Joe. I didn't know I muted myself.
confidential informants have always been one of the most powerful and most dangerous tools in federal law enforcement. Throughout the 1990s, a series of scandals involving the FBI's handling of informants in organized crime cases exposed the system with almost no meaningful oversight. Agents were allowing informants to commit serious crimes, shielding them from prosecution, and in some cases, protecting sources who were themselves orchestrating murders. Congressional investigations and Inspector General reviews revealed that FBI field offices operated with wildly inconsistent standards for vetting, authorizing, and supervising informants. And so what did they do? They responded by issuing formal Attorney General guidelines in 2002 to impose uniform rules across all DOJ law enforcement agencies. The FBI later received its own expanded guidelines, most recently revised in a version that supersedes its 2006 guidelines as amended. The core purpose of both versions is the same: prevent informant relationships from becoming so unregulated that they undermine the investigations they are supposed to support. These regulations, guidelines, are mandatory for every law enforcement agency operating under the Department of Justice. That includes the FBI, the Drug Enforcement Administration.
So basically, WACK is walking around with a get out of jail free pass, i.e., that police badge that he's carrying around. If something ever happens, he shows that badge, and that is probably how he gets out of these situations. That makes way more sense than the lie that he told.
Also known as the DEA, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosive. Something called the authorization of otherwise illegal activities. I want to show you how this relates to this video, how this relates to the incidents that are occurring at No Jumper and a bunch of other incidents, in my opinion. And I also want to show y'all the tiers and the levels and what I believe is the strategy being employed by WACK and why he is able to always say he knew this was going to happen or he set this up and still avoid being charged in these situations. Check this out. In this clause titled Authorization of Otherwise Illegal Activity, it says that federal investigations sometimes require informants to do things that would be crimes if done without government authorization. The guidelines create a structured framework for approving this kind of conduct, dividing it into two separate tiers that are based on severity. We'll begin with tier 1, high risk activity. Tier one of several aggravating factors. Y'all see that word, aggravating. So this tells you that tier 1 is not just some little misdemeanor shit. Significant risk of violence, meaning somebody could possibly get shot or killed as a result of this. Corruption by senior public officials, meaning it could involve, some corruption. Trafficking in large.
WACK is literally walking around with a get out of jail free pass. We keep wondering, how the hell this nigga don't end up in jail? This is how this nigga don't end up in jail, because he's sanctioned by, as long as he continues to report, as long as he continues to keep that good work up like a good boy, they're going to keep letting him out on the streets.
Quantities of controlled substances, meaning that moving large amounts of drugs.
Keep in mind, WACK was arrested in Texas for moving large amounts of yugs. And here we are.
Substantial financial losses, meaning that a very large scam, $1 million scam.
I.e. incredible diapers.
or the informant providing someone with tools or materials essential to committing a crime. This, y'all see that? Providing someone with tools or materials essential to committing a crime.
Like when he said that he gave guns to the Crips to go get out the Bloods.
That the target couldn't easily obtain otherwise because of the stakes involved. So, in other words, you could give somebody a gun. You could give somebody a knife. Tier 1 authorization requires written advance approval. Do y'all see this? So, long story short, let's say there was an incident at No Jumper where somebody was robbed and assaulted, and that was facilitated by...
Like, all the things that WACK has done in the past now makes so much more sense, because we've been trying to figure out how the hell has this nigga been moving around the way he's moving around, and now it makes way more sense. Now we have way more clarity.
Someone that we believe is an informant. It's very possible for that to happen. That's not impossible. What needs to happen prior to that is that they have to obtain authorization from both the FBI special agent in charge and the appropriate chief federal prosecutor. Written authorization, meaning that they have to know that this is going to happen beforehand. In other words, it's a trick. It's a trap. He lined it up. They already know that it's about to happen. They've already given him approval to line this up so that they can get the evidence that they need. Now let's move on to tier 2, lower.
That makes a lot of sense to me. You trying to discover and trying to figure out how exactly WACK has been moving in these YouTube streets. This really does make a lot of sense. It would explain a lot of why he's able to get away with how he's getting away with.
Risk activity. The catch-all is what they call it. Tier 2 is the catch-all. Any other activity that would constitute a misdemeanor or felony without authorization but doesn't involve the aggravating factors. So let's say if something he was going to do was, let's say this situation that just recently happened at No Jumper, a fight. This is lower risk activity. It would constitute a misdemeanor or felony if he didn't have authorization to facilitate it. But it doesn't involve aggravating factors that trigger.
Dealer number 7, we're not really sure what you're trying to say, bro. Can you make that statement a little bit more clear? I'm trying to read your comment, but it's not really sure what's going on. With that all being said, Byron Blake is breaking this down pretty accurately, so we're going to let him finish it out because it's interesting to see the different tier system of how these informants work and related to what we see going on in real time with Officer CS2 back.
Tier 1, like weapons, possible death, moving large amounts of drugs. Tier 2 authorization can be granted by a senior field manager, such as an assistant special agent in charge, and does not require U.S. attorney approval. So a special agent can tell WACK, yeah, hey, it's okay to go ahead and line that up. Let me see what's going to come out of that. And they don't even have to talk to a prosecutor about it. He can get that word directly from the agent and move forward with it, as long as, like I said, it doesn't involve the aggravating factors, weapons, large amounts of drugs, things like that. Now, aside from the fact that Big U's attorney has clearly identified WACK as an informant, I think it would be pretty obvious to people if you just zoom.
Now, Big U's lawyer made it abundantly clear that WACK is an informant, and it doesn't make sense for Big U's lawyer to lie about that.
Zoom in on the guidelines and listen to the things that he says out of his mouth. A lot of people always wonder why WACK is always saying, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. I already knew this was going to happen. And he break down the ways that he knew this was going to happen. My personal belief is that he has to throw these things out there. So in the instance that this lands in front of a special agent in charge or a federal prosecutor who has to present this information to a judge,
they can lay it right out and pretty much take WACK statements and blow by blow, case by case, point by point, give it right to the judge how he need it.
Then the same evidence that people would use to incriminate him would support the fact that he was aware that these things were going to happen, and then they can just say, hey, we gave him authorization to participate in this. Another thing that I want to point out to y'all is the fact that he doesn't always have to get prior authorization. While both tiers of authorization are limited to a maximum of 90 days and must be granted in advance and in writing, national security investigations are an exception where tier 1 authorization may extend up to 1 year at the discretion of the chief federal prosecutor. So usually if they give you authorization to indulge in certain things, it's only for a 90-day time span. After that 90-day time span is up, you have to go back and visit with them again, and they have to.
That makes sense why WACK has these crazy shenanigans, and then we don't hear nothing about it for a season, and then he got more crazy shenanigans. That makes sense why there are so many gaps in between WACK's exploits and his shenanigans, flu flammery, and skullduggery. We didn't hear nothing about him after that no jumper fight. He was quiet for a minute, then he got into it with Flacco, and then he had the Blake on him. And then we didn't hear nothing else about him for a minute, and then he got into another situation. There are always gaps in between his flu flammery. So that definitely makes sense that there are 90-day increments that you have to wait to see your people again before they clear you for your next get out of jail free card.
Not necessarily go back and visit with them, but they have to get the whole process reapproved again in writing. Unless it's a national security issue, then they can extend it for up to 1 year. When the authorization period expires, the agency must go through the full approval process to renew it, which is basically what I was just telling y'all. When it's up after 90 days, they gotta boom. But in emergencies where there isn't time for written paperwork, a special agent in charge,
not the oven, just the fire,
or a chief federal prosecutor may grant oral authorization for either tier. This is the catch, because as long as he establishes that he knew about this, and then they can say we gave him oral authorization. The catch is that written documentation and a justification for skipping the normal process must follow within 72 hours. So he can do something such as
hey, that's real. Have you noticed every 90 days somebody get unalived or go to jail, and somehow WACK scurry out the mix every single time? Big U go to jail. We don't hear nothing about it. Quiet. Boom. Oh boy, Al go to jail for the no jumper situation. We don't hear nothing.
He can come back and say,
you don't see it because you don't want to see it.
Oh man, look, this just went down. And they can pretend that they gave him oral authorization, and that's why they don't have paperwork. But then they come back and do the paperwork within 72 hours, and that prevents him from getting in trouble. So basically, as long as he go and report to them within 3 days what happens, then he can get a pass. They can write this up and just say, this is something that we knew was going to happen. We gave him authorization to participate in this, which is something that's very likely considering the targets, Big U, Jay Prince. When you consider the people that he's after and the large scale targets that they are.
Yeah, Jay Sloth is for sure the next victim for WACK100.
When you think about how people consider them and the FBI may consider them based on those rumors, then it's easy to see. Like I said, the attorney has already identified him as an informant. So these guidelines, when you put them together, it all makes perfect sense. Some conduct is never authorized under any circumstances. Informants are explicitly prohibited from committing perjury, which is why he always tells. He always gets right on the internet and tell the truth, the whole story, what happened, incriminating or not, because tampering with or intimidating witnesses, fabricating or destroying evidence, or engaging in entrapment. Now, this is crazy because they say you can't engage in entrapment, but you can do criminal stuff as long as it's in furtherance of the investigation. That sounds like entrapment to me, but Informants are briefed that their legal protection covers only the specific pre-approved actions conducted under federal supervision. Step outside those boundaries and the informant faces arrest like anyone else. However, like I told y'all, within 72 hours, they can come up with a story that would justify them not giving him pre-approval on a written scale, you know, a written version of the pre-approval, and they can say they gave it to him orally and then come back and write something up that fits their narrative.
That is a sick connection that WACK has with the police, bro. That is a sick connection that WACK has with the police. It's like, damn, fool, you might as well just join the academy at this point. You should have just really just joined it. Like, golly. You should have just joined the academy, bro, because you just, this nigga right here, J Hood, you finna go to jail.
More than likely,
my boy J Sloth going to jail.
He's gonna get approved.
You gonna keep hanging out with this nigga, J Hood? Yeah, come on, fool. We all see where he on his way to.
Because what judge?
No, I ain't wishing jail on nobody, but if you dumb enough to follow WACK, you dumb enough to go to jail.
Isn't gonna believe his agents or his police officers. You normally have to prove that they are lying or that it's false in order to get some rhythm in that sense. I felt like this was the perfect time to drop this because with the talks of the situations at No Jumper, it's kind of like, okay, how is this dude? Like I said, a lot of people questioning how is he not only in the middle of all of this, claiming to have orchestrated it, but also openly admitting it on the internet without consequence.
And that's the part that's making it so confusing. How does he consistently, openly admit to these things on the internet, but yet nothing ever happens? We literally see nothing behind these admissions of guilt or these admissions of fluke, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. What happens? Now we know what happens. His handlers happen.
And that's because it's part of his process. If WACK doesn't acknowledge that, oh, I knew about this and I told him I was going to set him up, and you know what I'm saying? He's laying out a trail that not only can demonstrate that he knew about this ahead of time so he could make up the story or lie with his agents and say that, you know, that he got verbal approval to participate, but also it creates, you know, a pattern for them to follow as far as the investigation. You know, he knew this was going to happen and we discussed this, and you know what I'm saying? It all comes right together. Just sit back and think on it. Like I said, a lot of people have been looking, where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? It's right here. Do you think that a legal attorney, a member of the bar, would call someone an informant in paperwork and subject itself to whatever legal repercussions may follow if he didn't have information that this person was an informant? So like I said, when you take that, just that right there, and you look at the guidelines, you see what's going on. He get away with the internet shit because that's his way of broadcasting and confirming, you know, and he lays it out. So if these agents have to go back in 72 hours and write up a reason why they knew, then he's directing them.
You know what's crazy? For those of y'all who've been watching me for a minute now, remember when WACK and Loose Cannon and 600 first came onto the internet? And I said that these niggas don't have to go into a police station. All they got to do is sit, make a YouTube video, hit upload, and then send that to the person in the law enforcement who they deal with. And that's their debriefing right there. Y'all said I was crazy, fool. Y'all said I was crazy. I said, nah, bro, I ain't crazy. I've been told on. I know what it's like when somebody's making social media content about you and they're telling on you. And y'all was like, nah, Trap, you just paranoid. You just don't like him. You just don't like him. Well, do you believe me now? Do you believe me now that it was open air reporting, 600 and WACK and Eddie Boy, and not Loose Cannon. I ain't gonna put Loose Cannon in there because he's an idiot. But Eddie Boy 600 and Eddie Boy 600 and WACK were always. Hell no, he can't go to the family reunion. He gonna jump on the video. They're gonna talk about, and then that's gonna be that. You feel me?
Telling them what clips to go find. Look, you can go right here and see when this was going on, I said this was gonna happen. All of this implies that WACK knew ahead of time, and any person is going to infer that if he knew and he's an informant, that his handler knew. We're gonna get more in depth with this breakdown. You know, it's a lot going on right now, but we're gonna try to get this to y'all on a live stream, man. Y'all know my channel is under fire right now. Whack came.
So big shout out to Byron Blake, man. Byron Blake doing his 1-2 step like Sierra. You feel me? You feel me? But y'all know, man, we're gonna continue to keep y'all updated. These stories more continue to develop. Red dots to the left, y'all know the rest. Chat, we got 2 more good ones to give y'all. 2 more good ones to give y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking out. You feel me? Hip hop, you don't stop. Rocking out, rocking out. We finna continue on, though. We finna continue on. Let me see. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. My bad. I'm like, why is it not going? Because I'm clicking the wrong button. Doom. My body all over your body, baby. Your body all over my body, baby. Let's keep going. F that. F it, bro. F it. Don't mean these crackers still trying to kids or blah blah. You ain't telling no lies, my man G. You ain't telling no lies, G. All right. You know what? I want to go this way. Let me see.
Swear to God, we going up like gas prices on Big Team. Tap in on tap out. Yo. Look.
So if you guys haven't done so yet, make sure that you hit Munchie B with a like, comment, subscribe. Follow Morals Over Money TV. Hit him with a notification bell. Turn the notifications on. Do all the good likes, hypes, comments, subscribe. Let's get into the content.
It's Morals Over Money. That's all that's it.
And y'all see the title. Avenue Power member had me so effed up. So here the paperwork party is. I never thought that I'd see the day where Munchie B would be exposing the blood outside of Baby Brace. Let's keep going. Free break.
That's all that's it, my good people.
Break don't got nothing to do with the Bloods. I just said free break because I seen it in the comments.
And before we get started, look, I'm gonna show you how to get some free cash. Legal, right? 20. Like, okay, now, some time back, man. What I'm about to go over is this is old for sure. It's old for sure. But I was reminded of this incident, right? So now I'm gonna give y'all the lead, the build up to this, right? One day I'm at my house, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. This is last year. I'm minding my business. I'm chilling.
Well, one would imagine if you at your house, you are minding your business. I think that goes without saying.
But my phone keep going off like somebody's calling me off Instagram, right? I don't respond to people calling me off Instagram. If I rock with you like that, you have my number. You know what I mean? So this particular Instagram is blowing me up and sending me messages. I ain't paying attention to the messages. I'm just noticing they calling a lot. I'm like, damn, what is this? All right, boom. So I checked the Instagram out, like, boom, all right, you got very low followers. I go to the DM. I'm like, who is this? The person say, this Braze. I'm like, Braze from where? Right?
I would imagine it's only one person named Braze, but you know what? I can imagine Braze could be a popular name amongst Bloods. So let me take that back.
Because y'all know, I'm not too fond of the dude Baby Braze from Denver Lane. So I'm like, Braze from where? Right? He say, I'm from Avenue Paru. It's P Braze. I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? I'm like, oh, what's up? All right. He's like, why you speaking up on me? Right? Put speaking up on you, question mark. Yeah, why you bringing my name up? Why? Oh, right. So now that's a head scratch. Like, what is this dude talking about, right? I scroll up and I'm starting to notice in between these calls, he's sending these messages and he kind of talking a little spicy. I'm like,
so it seems like maybe Munchie B has said some things about this individual, or it seems as if this individual is under the impression that Munchie B has said some things about him, and he is less than excited.
So, yeah, right. So I call him back on Instagram. I said, hey, what's up? What you talking about? Dude say, yeah, man, you bringing my name up on the internet. Oh, right. I said, bring your name up, but I'm gonna bring your name up for it, right?
Lil Wack, what's the deal? Shout out to Lil Wack.
He said, something about some booty or whatever, right? I said, what?
So I think that the dude Braze from Neighborhood Paru heard his name and mistook it for him being called out, but he was actually talking about Braze from Denver Lanes. It's like if two people was named Jason, but like you got Jason Santana, then you got like Jason Statham. You feel me? Like y'all both initials is JS, but it's not the same. You feel me? Shout out to the Jungle Stones though, but it's not the same. It's not the same at all.
So I'm like, okay.
That's right, Lil Wack, get that chili.
You know, I'm going back and forth with Braze from Denver Lanes. You know, I didn't nickname Braze Booty Braze. And this idiot is hitting me talking about I'm speaking up on him. Yes, your name is Braze from Avenue Pyro. But what in the world makes you think I'm talking about Booty Braze on the internet and they got anything to do with you? So now I'm like, man, is this something you want to tell me? Because I'm thinking maybe he did some suspicious things, because why would I be talking about you, right? Oh, man, well, I'm like, hey, bro, I was talking about old boy from Lanes, bro. He goes on to say, oh, my bad. Oh, somebody told me that you was talking about me. I said, who? Oh, man, I can't tell you.
I hate when people say so-and-so told me this about you, or who said it? Well, I can't tell you. Well, so-and-so said that, blah, blah, blah. Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Check this out. Because now I'm feeling like you was calling to press me because you was blowing my line down. I seen the few, I had to scroll up after I answered, like you seemed like you was very, anxious to talk to me. I'm gonna say that, right? Okay. I'm like, hey, look, this, I'm feeling like he's calling to be aggressive to press me. And if I was calling you Booty Braze, then what? Whatever. But
you was calling to press me. I wasn't calling you Booty Braze, but if I was calling you Booty Braze, what you gonna do about it? Is a crazy statement. Babe, can you please make some rice?
I wasn't. So, all right, here we go. So we both established that I'm not talking about you. I said, hey, look, bro. You hit my phone on that weird shit, bro. And man, you remember that shit, you know what I'm saying, with the rolling hundreds, bro. You didn't do right. What would you talk about? What? I said, man, what I said, bro. That shit with the rolling hundreds, you didn't do right. Oh, man, I did it. I said, hey, look, all right, that's cool. But put it like this. You got the Sunday, because I think this was Thursday when I was having this conversation last year. I said, look, you got the Sunday. You need to apologize and send me $1,500 or.
So Munchie B is extorting bloods? Damn. That's how y'all doing it over there? So you got until Sunday to send me $1,500. Munchie B said he putting a tax. I didn't know niggas could tax their own homies like that. That's how I go. Sheesh.
Or I'm blasting that paperwork. He said, click. I clicked on him, right?
Wait, hold on. We'll run this back.
Whatever. But I wasn't. So, all right, here we go. So we both established that I'm not talking about you. I said, hey, look, bro. You hit my phone on that weird shit, bro. And man, you remember that shit, you know what I'm saying, with the rolling hundreds, bro. You didn't do right. What would you talk about? What? I said, man, what I said, bro. That shit with the rolling hundreds, you didn't do right. Oh, man, I did it. I said, hey, look, all right, that's cool. But put it like this. you got the Sunday, because I think this was Thursday when I was having this conversation last year. I said, look, you got the Sunday. You need to apologize and send me $1,500 or I'm blasting that paperwork. He said, click. I clicked on him, right? So he kept blowing me up. And then he was sending messages. Then he
That's sick. Putting that type of extortion on your homie, it's wild. But then here go the thing too that I'm wondering. So if he sent you to Chile, what you was gonna harbor bad peoples? If you would have sent to Chile, was you gonna harbor bad peoples, or was you gonna take the Chile in and expose them for being bad peoples, and you just flew flam a bad person? How does this work? Are we harboring bad peoples, or are we not harboring bad peoples? Because it's kind of tricky, icky, Mickey, Vicky, sticky about the situation. Because it sounded like you was finna harbor bad peoples potentially.
What he did, he said, nigga, you must be smoking dope. Well, guess what? I guess I'm on dope, right? Because he said, if you think I'm gonna give you $1,500 for you not to, well, he said, well, nigga, you smoking dope. Well, I guess I'm on dope then, bitch ass nigga. But look, he started thinking, man, I had respect for you, so I guess he don't respect me no more. Whatever. I'm on dope. I must be whatever. But fuck you, cause you came kind of like sideways, bro. I don't know who relayed the message to you, but hey, man, that's where we at, man. Because I ended up stumbling across one of my old phones, man. I'm like, oh, here's the shit right here. Oh, this was cause look, this nigga look like a bootleg Drake, right? He look. I'm gonna make sure he in this thumbnail. He looked like a Timo Drake, right? You know what I'm saying? He from Avenue Pyro, and he shouldn't be no more. But I'm about to.
And this is why I always say that it's like Munchie be like the president of the Bloods, because he's now telling he's from Avenue Pyro, but he shouldn't be over there no more. But he says it like he has the authority to make that an actual thing. So I'm trying to figure out, is that a thing? And then why are we here? Outside of this being your personal vendetta against one of your homies and in our entertainment, why is this relevant? Why do we care about this? Or is this something that could have just stayed amongst y'all community? Y'all could have handled amongst y'all community, because this is definitely putting gang politics and gang banging in the streets. And then if somebody were to have an opinion about how you handled the situation based off the fact that you're putting it in the streets, you're going to be like, oh, stay out of blood business. Should nobody be commenting on it? But why are we talking about this on the internet? Nobody knew about this. Oh, well, y'all probably knew about this, but we didn't know about this in the internet space. But I guess here we are. And it's just looking like you dirty politicking on your homie. If he bad, he bad. If he not, he not. But I'm trying to figure out why. I don't know. Why would what I'm trying to say is, why would he even engage in a conversation though? That's what I don't know why Munchie be chose to indulge in this conversation. I have no idea.
I'm about to have my trusty sidekick read off a little bit about a little bit, but
So you finna expose one of your comrades for snitching on one of your enemies? Okay.
If you want to see the whatever I got, just go to my Instagram. It's gonna be right there, bro. MB_THA Mayor. It's gonna be under my Instagram or Twitter, because I'm gonna post it on Twitter and Instagram.
You probably would do better posting it on Twitter than on Instagram.
MB_TH Mayor. THA Mayor, the mayor. All right, so we about to get into it and read, just a little small fraction of it, and then y'all could go check out the rest. You know what I mean? You ready?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
We responded to the indicated location regarding an illegal shooting call. Upon our arrival, shout
out to the assistant. Her reading out loud skills are really good. She was a great popcorn reader. Shout out to her, because a lot of people have a hard time reading out loud. I know sometimes I do. So big shout out to her for not having a hard time. Kudos to her.
Contacted C. Jones, who told us the following. C. Jones stated she saw a vehicle, gray Infiniti 4-door with black rims. Make a right, turn westbound onto 126th Street from Normandy Avenue. C. Jones stated she saw there were 3 male black adults in the vehicle with all the passenger and driver windows down. C. Jones stated the vehicle stopped in front of the indicated location. C. Jones saw that the left rear passenger seated behind the driver, later identified as S. Williams, put out a black semi-automatic handgun and fired one round at her and her brother. C. Jones immediately ran towards the front door of the residence. The vehicle continued driving westbound and made a right hand onto Halldale Avenue and drove out of view.
That sounded like they was getting cracked in the hundreds.
Jones didn't know who the shooter was, but recognized the front right passenger as Shondell Thomas. C. Jones stated her brother, Samuel Jones, is affiliated with the criminal street gang Avenue Paru. C. Jones was unable to identify the driver of the vehicle. I contacted Samuel Jones, who told me the following. S. Jones stated he just arrived to the residence and parked his vehicle on the south side of 126th Street. S. Jones stated that he was sitting in his vehicle in the driver's seat. S. Jones turned around and saw a male black adult, S. Williams, sitting in the rear passenger seat of a vehicle and pointing a black semi-auto handgun at him. S. Jones heard S. Williams yell out 111 neighborhood and fired one round in his direction. S. Jones crouched in his vehicle until the vehicle drove away. S. Jones stated he didn't see the faces of the occupants in the vehicle. When I asked S. Jones if he was affiliated with any criminal street gang, he became very uncooperative and
well, so far it doesn't sound like he said anything. It sounded like his girl, sister, homegirl, whomever this. It sounds like she's the one speaking. Or am I missing something?
refused to talk to us regarding the incident. S. Jones was unable to identify any of the occupants in the vehicle due to the fact that he was crouched as he heard a gunshot.
Okay, now look, Samuel Jones, S. Jones. This is.
Am I tripping, or I don't see exactly where he has done anything wrong? Am I tripping, or did I miss what a dude from Avenue Paru snitched? Because I didn't catch that. I see where old girl is talking, but did I miss him?
This is where you went wrong. Talking to him from the gate, all you had to say was you didn't see anything because you identified that a black male.
Wait, I thought C. Jones was talking. No, now I'm just confused. I thought C. Jones was the one talking, and it ended up being the female, and she was talking about S. Jones. No, do I have it wrong? Chat, y'all, let me know.
That was seated in that front passenger seat, bust on you. And you further identified that he yelled out neighborhood 111. Okay.
Okay, y'all remember 1214. Hold on, let me see something real quick.
You got the Sunday, because I think this was third.
With black rims, we came.
All right, go ahead.
We responded to the indicated location regarding an illegal shooting call. Upon our arrival, we contacted C. Jones, who
So that's the girl.
Told us the following. C. Jones stated she saw a vehicle, gray Infiniti 4-door with black rims, make a right, turn westbound onto 126th Street from Normandy Avenue. C. Jones stated she saw there were 3 male black adults in the vehicle with all the passenger and driver windows down. C. Jones stated the vehicle stopped.
So this is C. Jones' statement. I'm trying to figure out where does S. Jones start talking. This is C. Jones' statements, but I'm fast forwarding through.
Front of the indicated location. C. Jones saw that the left rear passenger seated behind the driver, later identified as S. Williams, put out a black semi-automatic handgun.
So C. Jones is saying that they saw S. Williams. S. Williams didn't say anything. Listen to this.
And fired one round at her and her brother. C. Jones immediately ran towards the front door of the residence. The vehicle continued driving westbound. Saw that the left rear passenger fell down. C. Jones stated the vehicle stopped in front of the indicated location. C. Jones saw that the left rear passenger seated behind the driver, later identified as S. Williams, put out a black semi-automatic handgun and fired one round at her.
So right now we say C. Jones, who's a woman, says that they saw S. Williams, who's a man, fire the firearm. Okay.
Her and her brother. C. Jones immediately ran towards the front door of the residence. The vehicle continued driving westbound and made a right hand onto Halldale Avenue and drove out of view. C. Jones didn't know who the shooter was, but recognized the front right passenger as Shondell Thomas. C. Jones stated her brother, Samuel Jones, is affiliated with the criminal street gang Avenue Paru. C. Jones was unable to identify the driver of the vehicle. I contacted Samuel Jones, who told me the following.
Okay. Oh, okay. I contacted Samuel Jones, who told me the following. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah, that's Samuel Jones talking.
Stated he just arrived to the residence and parked his vehicle on the south side of 126th Street. S. Jones stated that he was sitting in his vehicle in the driver's seat. S. Jones turned around and saw a male black adult, S. Williams, sitting in the rear passenger seat of a vehicle and pointing a black semi-auto handgun at him. S. Jones heard S. Williams yell out 111. S. Jones heard S. Williams yell out.
Yeah, that's S. Jones talking too much. I tried to figure out what was going on, but it's that's a lot. If you said that you heard somebody yell out anything, we don't need to hear anymore.
You know, positively identified, but you said where the person was seated at that bust on you and what gang that was from. Now, it's a little more. Do what y'all want with that, right? Now, if that ain't put off worthy, at the very least, man, that's a DP, bro. You don't talk to the police and help further anything. You know what I mean? You just don't do it. Now, C. Jones, Crystal Jones, is his sister. She did majority of the telling. I just stopped it right there.
Sheesh. I'm gonna let y'all watch the rest of Munchie B's page, but he has exposed his homie, and that is UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. It's ugly. Yeah, that's ugly. But it just kind of shows you, man. Hey, man, this gang world is very dog eat dog. So might be every man for himself. Y'all know the deal, though. Gone. It's enough for that. Let's slide over to see what Cartoon got going on. That was wild. That was wild. Sheesh. Let's see what Cartoon got going on. Shout out to Cartoon. Oh, nah, my dude. I was just trying to see if you had any, no disrespect intended, bro. I just want to see if you had any invested interest. That's all. Just to see if you had anything invested into the situation. I think I said, no, I'm in the UK. I just know this shit ain't right. All right. I represent Jesus. This is Cartoon. Shout out to Tony, OG Tony, excuse me, letting us know what he thinks about the situation over at No Jumper. Let's get into it. And make sure y'all show the foundation some love, man. Big shout out to OG Tony, man. Show him some love. Show him some love. Show him some love. If you ain't did so yet, make sure you tap in the like, comment, subscribe button over here at TNN Trap News Network. And when you're done with that, hit up the big homie.
What's up, Foundation?
What's up, Cartoon?
What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Tony. I'm back again.
Yeah, we're going to get into that, but we're going to get into this first.
Back again. Now, y'all stay to the end of the video. I'm finna make y'all mad, Foundation. I'm finna make y'all mad.
Make us mad.
I'm letting you know now. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear all that in the comments. Because I'm finna make y'all mad. Telling you now. Stay to the end, boy. I'm going to make you mad. Anyway, here it is. Finna speak on this no jumper situation, which I call the circus or the plantation. We finna talk about this situation over there at the plantation, y'all. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the fight with J-Hood and Spody Face. I'm finna give you my thoughts on whatever they saying supposed to have happened between J-Hood and Munchie B. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on a lot of the stuff that's going on over there, like what a lot of people feel about J-Hood's out of nowhere allegiance. Oh, somebody.
Do I need to turn the volume up? Is my volume? I thought it was low, but is my volume low?
Somebody was calling, but anyway, J-Hood's out of nowhere allegiance to WACK. I'm gonna speak on how Adam.
I think I adjusted it though. It's a delay. Big 192. It's a delay. So by the time you catch up to this, it should be straight.
The Ringmaster.
But that wasn't my audio. That was Munchie B's audio that was low-key messed up at the end of the last video. But I can see how you thought it was mine. I thought it was mine too. I ain't gonna lie.
The plantation owner, how he has had a hand in manipulating a lot of things that's going on. I'm gonna speak on the phone call that Aunt Hefe made the other day to No Jumper. Finna speak on a lot of it. Now I know a lot of y'all be want to hear what I have to say, because I'm gonna give it to you in the raw. I'm giving it to you in the raw in the past. I will continue to give it to you in the raw in the future, as well as I'm finna give it to you in the raw now. Now, if y'all know me, y'all know my stance on a lot of stuff that go on in LA. Y'all know my stance on a lot of stuff that go on with other people's business, and whether it matters, if it don't matter, if it's this, if it's that. Okay, y'all know my stance. So anyway, here it is.
Well, we know the stance. This nigga Cartoon don't like talking about nothing I got going on that has anything to do with LA gang politics, LA street politics, and it's very rare that Cartoon steps into our messy little world, because he got enough jail stories about his years in Alabama to where he can keep us fulfilled for the rest of our lives as far as these YouTube streets. So I can definitely respect why he keeps it over there. And especially considering the fact that he's given his life to God, he ain't trying to get caught up in the flu flammery. And it's a lot of flu flammeries to get caught up in. So I can respect that too. It's all ugly though. So Cartoon is a mature elder spokesman, elder statesman in our space. Let's see what he got to say.
We had a lot go on in the No Jumper universe, in the plantation. We had a lot go on, you know what I'm saying? Fights and, you know, who won, who didn't win, who threw a punch, who didn't throw a punch. All this old stuff people talking about. Well, like I said, when I said, well, I'm going to make you mad on this video, because my outlook on it, here it is. Y'all come to hear it. I don't care.
I told you. I said that in my video, and Wack was like, yeah, because Cartoon and blah, blah. Cartoon don't give up. Man, he don't give up. Man. He don't give up about what's going on in these YouTube streets. So whenever Wack is being like, oh yeah, because Cartoon, because I'm over here doing this with Jap and blah, 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 he's saying it out his own mouth. The man don't care. So when Wack is over here lying about his relationship with Cartoon or anyone else, Cartoon don't got no relationship with nobody, because Cartoon don't care at all.
I don't care who fought. I don't care why they fought. I don't care if Spody Face is mad at J Hood, if J Hood is mad at him. I don't care who J Hood is cool with. I don't care what Munchie B got going on the show, or who he got it going on with. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Stop asking me. Stop DMing me, sending me clips on it. I don't care. I don't care. That's their business. Yeah, I pick and choose. I do pick and choose on what I want to care about and comment on.
Now, here's the thing. He's keeping it 100 with you. I pick and choose about what I care about and what I choose not to care about. What I so choose to give a fuck about and what I so choose not to give a fuck about is my business. And you can't be mad at Cartoon for giving it to you no way outside of that right there in the raw, bare butt naked. There you go.
That right there, I choose not to have a thought in the world about it. I don't care what they doing. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I told you from the beginning, No Jumper is the circus. And when you have a circus, all the clowns in the circus will act up. I don't care what they doing. Now, how you like that?
And that's the end of that, man. Cartoon made it quick to the point. He don't give a damn. Shout out to Cartoon, man. Give him a like, comment, subscribe, everything. Video, then we're going to get into a big chat, small world. But y'all know the deal, chat. Keep up and kick it. 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 You feel me? Here's the thing, though. Okay, LA Raiderism. Where does the accountability come in at? Where does the accountability come in at? Okay, we heard everything, how it's everybody else's fault. What about the person who put himself in that situation for the third time on camera? For the fourth time on camera, as a matter of fact, I just thought of another one. So where does that accountability come in? At what point does a grown man stop making stupid decisions? Because, I mean, I hear you. I ain't saying you wrong, LA Raiderism. I'm not saying you wrong at all. My only thing is I would challenge you by saying, well, it's not like a nigga stuffed the blower in his pocket and made him go in there with it for the third time on camera. At what point do you stop getting caught the exact same way on camera?
What's up, Foundation?
That's all I'm saying. But Cartoon talking about the police raiding his house. Let's get into that. How many times you only caught on camera with the same situation? Like how many? Like let's be real about it. Like how many times? Like
ain't no clickbait.
Now all that's true, but LA Raiderism. We're not talking really about the accountability of the grown man who keeps making dumb decisions.
I'm finna tell y'all a story, man, on what just happened to me.
Big love, big shout out to Cartoon.
What just happened to me? What just happened to me? But before I get into it, man, this video is meant for someone out there. Someone in particular need to hear this video right here. Someone out there done had God knocking at their heart and they've been running. They've been fighting it. They've been putting it off. Oh, well, I'm going to see what he's talking about tomorrow. Putting it off, man. And you know, they got that saying, man, don't put off to tomorrow. Don't put off tomorrow for what you can do today. I told y'all before, man, about caving into peer pressure. Giving into peer pressure, man. Worried about what your homies gonna say. Worried about what your family gonna say. Some even worried about what the comments gonna say, man. But all that don't amount to a hill of beans, man, when we speaking on your soul and your spirit, man. Y'all know I let the gang life go and I gave my life to God. I done caught a lot of slack over the last year about that. Ridicule. People got something slick to say out their mouth. Snide comments. Oh, you faking. Hypocrite. You lying. You playing with it. Oh, if you was this, you was that. If you was that, you was this. Yeah. I done caught all that over the last year. You know what I'm saying? Just so happens that I've always been a strong-minded, strong-willed individual. I've always been one of the people, I don't run behind the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Leader. If everybody going left, I'm going to go right. If everybody going right, I'm going to go left just because, you know. I ain't never really been one to cave in to peer pressure, worried about what the next man talking about. So that helped me a lot. So with that compounded with what is there to hide? You know what I'm saying? Y'all been rocking with me, you know. Y'all know I had caught a case. Y'all know I caught a case. Y'all know as of right now, y'all know I'm fighting the case.
Definitely praying for Cartoon's liberation to stay on the streets for sure.
I had people tell me, man, don't put your business out there like that, man. Don't talk about your business. Man, I'm not worried about it, man. You know, God got me.
As always.
What is there to hide? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It was what it was. It's going to be what it's going to be. Gotta hide nothing. Be secretive. I have nothing to hide. Nothing to be secretive about with nobody. You know? God don't work in that realm. So anyway, y'all know I caught a case. Fighting it. You know. As we speak, I'm fighting it. Huh. Okay.
That gotta be exhausting at Cartoon's age, bro. When I say that gotta be exhausting at Cartoon's age, man, that gotta be exhausting because I'm tired for him. And I'm only 36. I can only imagine that this man is exhausted.
Time goes on, time goes on, time goes on. I'm in Bible study. I'm at Bible study one Tuesday night. This was about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. I'm at Bible study one Tuesday night. My wife, she was out of town at the time. She was back in Cali at the time. And so as I'm sitting there at Bible study, we reading the word, we going through the word. You know, when you really looking toward the hills from which your help come from, man, God gonna speak to you, man. He gonna speak to your spirit, your soul. You know, all that when you be talking about something told me, man, something told me not to, man, something told me I should have. Something told me, man, you know what? That something got a name, y'all.
That's God. That's God.
That something got a name, and the name is the Holy Spirit. That's the name. Give it its due, man. That's the Holy Spirit trying to speak to you and save you from whatever foolishness, whatever direction you might be going. It's trying to save you. And we go through life not listening to it. We go through life wanting to do something different. And then when we get our tails caught in the crack, we sit up and we like, man, something told me, man, I should have. But now it's too late. Now it's too late. Now them white folks got us behind bars, or we laid up in a hospital bed with them tubes in us, or whatever else might befall you, you know, because we didn't listen, man. I'm sitting in that Bible study, man. And in that Bible study, the Holy Spirit spoke to me. And it said, Tony, I need for you to get rid of your guns. What? Oh, man, please. Man. Tony, I need for you to get rid of your guns. All of them. All of them. Get rid of them. And I sat back and I listened. And I contemplated and I thought. I really thought on it. And I said, you know what, man? I was going through the thing of like, man, I need my heat, man. Somebody get wrong in these streets. Somebody say something wrong in these streets. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm taking it there. You know what I'm saying? That was me. That was me, man. I'm going to take it there with them. Man, we finna dance. Man, piss me off the wrong way. I'm going to knock your cat back. All that. You know, I told y'all years ago about the situation that happened to me when I very first got out of prison with them youngsters in the parking lot of that chicken stand. And after that, I went and got me some heat, and I never let it go. Anytime I left out the house, I was strapped. I had a gun. I had a gun in all my bedrooms, and I got 3 of them. I had a gun in the kitchen. I had a gun in the living room, and I had a gun in the den.
Damn, nigga. Couch gun.
Laid all around the house.
Couch gun. Cereal gun.
Just in case. I didn't have to go far to put my hands on one. I had one in the closet. I had one in the closet, y'all. A K-47. Y'all know what that is. Had one in the closet. 7 guns. I'm talking about with the 100-round clip. Every heat fully loaded.
That's that being in the South, man. That's that being in the South. 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 Sheesh. Sheesh. Man, good times in the South. Good times in the South. Walk around with a Call of Duty loadout.
Ready to go. And I was one of them people, I wasn't finna play with you, homie. I wasn't finna play with you at all. If my burglar, like Biggie Smalls say, if my burglar alarm start ringing, it's going to be some sad singing and flower bringing. Period. I've done so many years in prison that I am somewhat paranoid. I ain't really got a problem with being around a lot of people, but I am a little bit paranoid. You can't pass words with me on the street like that. I'm gonna strike. You can't make me think you want to do something to me.
Hey, that's that being in the South. Man, that's that being in the South. That's that being in the South. A lot of y'all who ain't never been in the South, I remember especially when I was in Atlanta, niggas are troll. Oh, I come to Atlanta and do this. I come to Atlanta and do this. I come to Atlanta and get put in a box, and all I got to worry about is possession of a firearm as a felon. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, LA Raiders, the homie situation was going to be what it was, no matter what. You feel me? But a lot of niggas always be like, yeah, nigga, I come to Atlanta and do that. I niggas used to love to tell me what they was going to come to Georgia and do to me. Boy, bury your ass in the forest, fool. And all I got to worry about is possession of a firearm as a felon. Knock you down. They buying them things out the pawn shop. Literally. You can get that thing out the pawn shop. No ID. Tar Boulevard. Shout out to Clayton County. If you know, you know. Old Dixie and Tar Boulevard. If you know, you know. If somebody in Atlanta watching this, you know about Arrowhead Pond, Old Dixie, Tar Boulevard. Huh. You okay. You okay. You gonna come over here and do what? Lose your life? Come over here and what? Expire? Come over here and what? End up on a t-shirt? Stop playing.
I'm finna come see about you in the coldest way. My homie Crazy Ray taught me how to be a real live unaliver and go about my business, man. I wasn't one of them people you want to get into it with. I wasn't, man. I kept one everywhere I went, man. Everywhere. And this was all the way up to a couple of months ago since I've been out. When I was on parole, once I got off parole, it didn't make me no difference. I can't about on parole. I got to have that strap. Kept it everywhere I went. Then had some close calls with the one time with it. But by the grace of God, hey, it went the right way. I can speak on it. The Holy Spirit spoke to me, man, and say, get rid of them. And I'm like, man, come on, man. What? Come on, man. Then the Holy Spirit told me, say, look, man, do you got faith in me? Or do you got faith in a gun that man made? No, if you got faith in me, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, man. It shall not prosper, man. You got faith in me. Then you
imagine having to walk by such faith and no sight to where you letting your blowers go and you just putting your life in God's hands? Powerful, boy. How mighty is your God? Because my God is mighty enough to where I could tuck the blower and depend on him. How mighty is your God? I don't know about yours, but mine's is mighty enough. For sure.
All right.
Hey, I this is why I love Cartoon, bro. He's such a good dude, bro. This is why I always enjoy his content. That's why I got so much love for him. This nigga like my favorite uncle, man. I love Cartoon. He a good dude. And he always keeping it so gangster. Man, what? This is the most gangster message on YouTube we done heard all day. We've been playing and dancing and tap dancing around these YouTube. Who been with me from the beginning? Who been in here this entire 2 hours and 7 minutes? This is the most gangster message we done heard all night, boy. Big shout out to Cartoon.
You know, I was one of them persons that, you know what I'm saying, was tripping on, didn't want nobody to know where I live. You know
what's crazy that I'm hearing this message today? Man, today was a rough day for me, y'all. I was going to make a video about it. Today is a rough day, man. A rough day. I try my best, and I'm just hoping that my best is good enough for everybody who I try for. When I say that this was a hard day for me, nigga, I didn't have to take a walk, let some tears fall, just sitting in the car, frustrated later on, took a walk, more frustration, more tears falling, just going through things in life. It's just the makings of a man. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing that's going to end me. It's nothing that's going to put me in jail, nothing like that. So don't assume the worst. You feel me? Boss Renegade, I see you. Don't assume the worst. I'm just going through life. You feel me? I'm just going through life as we all do. And it's crazy. You feel me? Okay. Oh, yeah, you talking about the real one. Okay. It's crazy though how the situation continues to grow, and you just ask God to give you grace, man, and just to carry you. That's it. You feel me? That's it. Like, just God just bless me. That's all I ask for. And sometimes that's all you can depend on is just God and his love and his blessing and his grace. Because if we don't really got that, what do we have, y'all? Like, we all playing around. But as it's 8 o'clock right now, 8:10 on a Thursday, Young and Hefe busting down some noodles. Dinner time over with. He not going to be able to kiss his baby tonight. God bless his soul. Brick baby, yeah, he doing the same thing. He not going to be able to kiss his baby tonight. Dinner time over. God bless his soul. My cousin, he got the same issue going on. He ain't going to be able to kiss either one of his babies tonight. God bless his soul. And here we are on the internet playing and laughing and ha, he, taking advantage of the privilege that we call life, when all we got to do is put our faith in the Lord and put our faith in God and walk by faith and not by sight and be the people who God wants us to be, and everything will be all right. But now we too busy causing flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny in the streets. I include myself in that. We all got to do better. When God made us in our image, when God made us in his image, he ain't make us to be destructive. He ain't make us to be violent. He ain't make us to be cruel. He ain't make us to be cruel. God made us to be what we supposed to be. You feel me? LA Raiders, you talking some real ish. Like, you know what you're talking about.
Didn't answer the phone unless you.
Or it was Fred's, it was Sweet Peas. Let's talk about it.
Was in my phone call log and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? One of them. But God say, man, listen, why you living like that? Why you thinking like that? If you changed your life, gave your life to me, and you trusted me, what's the problem? And I said, God, you know what? You're right. You know, like the Bible tell you, man make plans, but God got the last say so, man. He do. He really do, man. When I left out that Bible study, man, I came home. I sacked up every gun I had. Every one of them. And I took them, and at first I contemplated them. Well, I'm gonna give them to my partner, give them to my so-called partner, man. Partners. Then the Holy Spirit whooped me, said, no, you don't do that. I want you to get rid of this and not take this evilness and give it to somebody else so that they can go do more evil with it. No. Don't do that. Get rid of it totally. I said, okay, God. I said, okay. I sacked them all up, man, and I took them and got rid of them. How I got rid of them, that's neither here nor there. But I took them and got rid of them. Didn't give them to nobody. They gone. As soon as I got rid of them, I kind of felt a weight on my chest.
And you know what, though? Because having that kind of stuff around you, whether it's the blowers, whether it's the scales, whether it's the packs, whether it's the whatever, when it get up off you and it's no longer around, it's like, whew. Because you know that you're not carrying around a potential felony anymore.
You know? And I thought about it still. I'm like, dang, man, I'm butt naked now, man. I'm like, whoo, you know, whoo. The next day I called my wife. She was in Cali at the time. And I told her, I said, baby, this is what I did. Blase, skippy, skippy, blase, skippy, blase, blase, skippy. She was like, what? Even mine? I'm like, yeah, even yours. Gone. She was like, man, we ain't got nothing. I say, hey, man, God, this is what the Spirit told me. This is what God put on my heart, baby. I got to be obedient. I got to listen. She was like, all right, okay. She ended up coming back to Alabama. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it a little bit. No problem, you know. As life went on, days went on, time went on, you know, didn't even worry about it no more. You know, you know, a few times came around, we was driving and, you know, seeing certain stuff, and, you know, certain little stuff. I'm like, immediately, I was like, man, you know, glad I didn't have my gun on that. Might have gotten not an argument, but just like, okay, for instance, like she started arguing with the lady at Church's Chicken one day. And I'm like, man, what? You know, stuff like that, you know, little simple stuff, stuff at restaurants and stuff. I act a fool, not no more, but I would. But anyway, that's nothing. They gone. Let me show you when you become obedient to the Holy Spirit and you real about it. Forget what man think about you. Forget what man gonna say. Man ain't gonna never have nothing to say.
Man ain't gonna never have nothing to say good about you, especially when God is telling you to do better. That's when your biggest haters and your biggest 1-2 steppers come in, your biggest opposers come. It's when you're trying to do right by God.
Because his heart is evil, y'all. Man gonna ridicule you. Man gonna judge you. Man gonna always do that. So what? Let man do whatever he doing. Them same ones that's ridiculing you and judging you, when you rise to the top,
they're gonna be on your line.
They're gonna be stuck in the mud, miserable by themselves. So hey, like he told Lot when he said, leave Sodom and Gomorrah. He told Lot and his family, go, leave, but don't look back.
Don't look back.
Don't look back. And Lot left, and his wife looked back, and she turned into a pillar of salt, man. Told her don't look back. That's the same thing in life, man. When you give your life to God, go, man. Don't look back. Don't worry about what nobody's saying. Just keep striving. Don't look back, because you'll turn into a pillar of salt, man.
And you know what? We're going to leave that right there. Cartoon came with some news we could use, and I think that I needed that message, because today was one of them days. Today was one of them days. So God always know what you need right on time. And who would have thought me kicking it with y'all all night would have brought me the message from God that I've been low-key pondering about and kind of feeling all day. So with that all being said, man, we're going to leave on a positive. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. We up out of here. Chat, we're going to kick it for one more video. We're going to take it over to big chat, big chat, big chat, big chat, big chat, small world, got them bids. Big chat, small world, got them bids. Y'all laughing at me? Low-key. My kid's laughing at me. His name is Big Chat Small World. I mean, no? Is it cringe? So. It's really what?
He's being sarcastic.
It's really what?
He said it's really tough.
Okay. For two little niggas who don't know how to dress themselves. Right. Yeah. Remember I'm cringe when I'm getting your little ass fly this weekend. Niggas is quiet now, huh? Niggas is quiet now, huh? Niggas is quiet, huh? Niggas is quiet, huh? Niggas ain't got nothing to say in this motherfucker now, huh? Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh. You want me to dress you? You want to dress yourselves? You want me to dress you? Let's keep it 100. You niggas love when I come back with new shoes and new clothes, because are you always fresh as fuck every time? Right. You niggas don't even know. Them niggas don't know how to dress themselves, fool. What? I could buy all the clothes, lay them out for them niggas, and it's still not a fit. I gotta put it together. You know what's talking about me. Man. Because that's big chat. Big chat. Big chat. Big chat. But it's all right though, because when they be out there being tough in front of their friends, I be like, come here, daddy's baby. I love you. Come here, Dilly, daddy's baby. Come here, Kaden. Come here, Walk. I love you. Daddy loves you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm big on hitting my son. Daddy loves you. Come here. Yeah, nigga, you tough? Watch this. I'll pick you up, little nigga, and cuddle you in front of your friends. Eliminate that whole everything.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Good.
All right, let me make this video, y'all.
How he came into the public eye, why he's beefing with half the No Jumper universe, and whether there are deeper motives and agendas behind some of the moves he's making today. J-Hood's real name is Robbie Ross, and he's from Carson, California, and claims Stevenson Village Crip. A lot of his early stories.
Big shout out to BCSW. Big Chat Small World. So make sure y'all show some love to Big Chat Small World with everything that he has going on in our YouTube space. Make sure y'all show him some love, man. We're going to get into this content. Oh, I guess I should push play.
Stories center around Carson politics, Stevenson Village, and especially his issues with the East Coast Crips. But I'm not going to pretend that's the whole map. You know, LA politics is complicated as fuck, right?
Let's tell the whole story. So you're from Carson?
Yeah, I'm from Carson. Carson, people think Carson is like the suburbs. It's not. I've been shot on 2 separate occasions in the city. It get tricky out there. Like, you know, we got the East Coasters out there. That's who we've been getting into it with since.
So Carson actually is a suburb. It's just not the best suburb. Just like Inglewood is a suburb, not the best suburb. Compton is a suburb. not the best suburb. Long Beach, Watts, Downey, all those things are all sub parts of Los Angeles, which will make them a suburb.
The beginning.
And Carson is dangerous, yeah, but Carson is actually nice. So you got shot at the Carson Mall. What the hell was you doing up there anyway? They don't even got a Jamba Juice. So, like, nigga, you at the Carson Mall getting what? Hot dog on a stick? They don't have a Jamba Juice. They don't. They don't even have like a halfway decent food court. It's not there no more.
Since when?
I tried to get Jamba Juice today when I was going and dropping them off and all that kind of stuff, and Jamba Juice does not exist. There is no Jamba Juice in the Carson Mall. There is no Jamba. I got to pass there to go trip and get it. There is no Jamba Juice. Jamba Juice, I get it. There's a building that says Jamba Juice, but the juice has been Jamba. Like, it's not there.
I grew up with all them dudes though. I got a big brother from over there. There's only 2 Crip gangs in Carson.
Okay.
Us and them. Us and the East Coasters.
Okay.
And we go to the same schools and we like choose like different sides, like come like 8th grade.
So when you were young, like what was the lifestyle like though? Were you just outside like every day, just hanging out on the block, or not really?
Hanging out. No, I used to play football. I ain't gonna lie, I used to play football. Carson is like all the football players turn gang members. Like football players turn gang members, but like everybody that was on my football team, for the most part, I'm still cool with. But it's still like it's people that was on the football team that was present when I was shot. You know, that I feel like participated in it. You know, so it is what it is.
J Hood seemed like a crash out football head trauma ass nigga.
And then it's like it just get deep, it get tricky. Only I grew up in the Hoovers too though.
Oh yeah?
Hell yeah, I grew up with the Hoovers in the Hoovers my whole life. Or my cousins is from A-Trey Hoover, or my hangout with the Hoovers and in the Shotguns every day. And the A-Trey gangsters, I'll be over there every day too. So it's like those like are allies.
Well, J Hood says he got
now. That makes sense to why Crip Mac has such a hatred towards J Hood, because Crip Mac said that he was talking and J Hood was with some individuals who are less than savory towards Crip Mac. Crip Mac had some problems with that. He wasn't feeling what J Hood was doing, riding around with his enemies. But I'm gonna shut up and get back to Big Chat Small World.
Got shot at 16, was in and out of juvenile hall, and eventually caught a murder case. According to him, they originally hit him with multiple serious charges, but he ended up taking a deal and doing 11 years. And that's where the J Hood lore really starts. Apparently, while he was incarcerated, people say he went 50-0 in fights, with people claiming they have never seen him lose. They really paint that guy to be Superman, I ain't gonna lie. Whether y'all believe all that is up to you. But a lot of the conversation around J Hood eventually turned into arguments about where he was actually housed while incarcerated. Some people said he was PC. Some people said 50-50 yards. Some people said SNY yards, which y'all didn't know, those yards are often looked down upon by gang members and often result into DPs from their communities. And once people started questioning what yard J Hood spent his time at.
Now, here's the question that I always kind of wondered, considering the fact that I was always good enough at crimes to not have to go to the penitentiary. I was good enough at crimes to not have to end up in the penitentiary. Describing this to me short, sweet, to the point, as if I'm a 10-year-old in the California Departments of Corrections and Rehabilitation. What is the difference between a PC yard, a SNY yard, and a 50-50 yard? Break it down simple, direct, and to the point.
All right. Think of prison yards like groups. A PC yard is for people who need protection from other inmates, like a safe zone. An SNY yard is for those who don't fit in with regular gangs. Maybe they left one or never joined. A 50-50 yard mixes both protective and non-protective inmates trying to keep peace. It's all about safety and who gets along.
So could all three groups be combined into one thing and that would equal a 50-50 yard?
You got it. A 50-50 yard is basically a mix of both protective custody folks and general population folks. Everyone's together trying to keep it chill.
And that right there is a 50-50 yard.
The conversation stopped being about his reputation as a fighter and started becoming a debate about his credibility altogether. The No Jumper beefs explained. So the first guy on this list is going to be Munchie B. Now, Munchie B and J Hood at one point, I think, were cool. But whenever Munchie B heard about what yard that J Hood was staying in, he lost all respect for him. Listen to Munchie B talk about it when he was back on Fig.
You and J Hood now get into it.
And he crazy, ain't? I'm getting the J Hood shit came from the same post because I guess because I allowed Tony Munchie to get on there and say something about him being housed where he housed at. You know? So he's upset about that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
I seen his last post. He was upset. He was upset with you because he was like, "Nigga, we been in school together. We did this together. You already know me. You know what's happening. well, whatever the fuck y'all was at, well, county.
No. He said he knows some mutual people. He said he know Lil Munchie. He been in county. He know Tony Munchie. He been in county jail. He even said the homie Baby Dot name, but that didn't have nothing to do with me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't. If you know them niggas, I know. I heard good things in the past. You know what I'm saying? You was about to ask a lot of people, but once you
Munchie B also said that J Hood was a snitch. Excuse me, and that's why he was on that yard. Is because he was a snitch, and that's where J Hood got upset.
Go over there, you're not good no more. All that shit don't even matter. Like where he housed at is men with boobs, is snitches, pedophiles, pedophiles, dropouts.
So I believe what Munchie's explaining is protective custody. And I think protective custody is just a general term, and SNY is a more specific term. I think PC and SNY are the same thing, right? SNY is just more California specific terminology. But it's highly looked down upon for gang members to go PC. They're supposed to
what we learned is a 50-50 yard can encompass all three.
Be with like the general population. But after these rumors were going crazy about J Hood being PC, J Hood decides to respond from jail.
Munchie, come on, baby. You really know me, dog. I can't believe you said that.
Munchie B is blind. Munchie B is blind. He don't that time the last thing he saw was Shady Blue and them knock him out, put peanut butter on his booty.
Here enters another No Jumper member, a very certified guy in the streets who goes by the name of Aunt Hefe. Now, Aunt Hefe is part of A Trey. I don't know if you guys remember, but at the beginning, J Hood says his gang and A Trey are real cool.
I hang out with the Hoovers and in the shotguns every day, and the A Trey gangsters. I'll be over there every day too.
So after Aunt Hefe heard about the situation between J Hood and the Munchies, he took to his own platform and brought on J Hood's friend and fellow gang member, J Mac.
J Hood and the Munchies is crazy. J Hood got into it with the Munchies.
Where J Mac tells his side about where exactly J Hood is staying, like what yard he's in, and much, much, much more. Check this out.
As far as Munchie B online with Tiny Munchie B, and my name coming up, and J Hood name came up, you know what I'm saying, during that conversation between Big Munchie and Tiny Munchie B. And Tiny Munchie was basically like, let Ant know that J Hood is on the SNY yard.
Now, do I know if he's on the SNY yard? I don't know if he's on the SNY yard or not. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know. How you don't know? This your boy, shit. He call your phone. Shit. How you don't know if he's on the SNY yard or not? I mean,
I don't know if he's on the SNY yard. From my understanding, he was on the ELP yard.
Oh. Yeah, because ELP and SNY, them two different yards.
Them two different yards.
Now, there's not necessarily a beef with J Hood and Aunt Hefe at this time.
Now, we just introduced a new type of yard. Hold on. Let's figure out what an EOP yard is. Let's figure out what EOP stands for. In this same conversation, what is an EOP yard and what does EOP stand? Excuse me. What does EOP stand for? Keep it simple, direct to the point.
EOP stands for Enhanced Outpatient. An EOP yard is where inmates with serious mental health needs get extra care and treatment while still in prison. It's like a special yard focused on mental health support.
Is that where niggas go who on hot meds, meaning that they on those meds that after a certain temperature, like they can't be outside because it's too hot for them to be on that medication?
Yeah, that's the kind of place where people who need more serious mental health care, including those on strong meds, get extra help. If their meds have certain conditions...
Yeah, niggas got hot meds. Got it.
But as we move forward, this will all make sense in a little bit. And the Munchie B beef will also reignite around the same time. Next, we have Crip Mac. So 8 days after J Hood got out of jail, he got a No Jumper interview. Of course, you know Adam loves to be messy. And Adam decides to bring up Crip Mac to J Hood, in which J Hood says Crip Mac lost every single fight in county jail. Obviously, Crip Mac didn't like this, right? Whenever Crip Mac had a sit-down interview with Adam, of course, they brought up J Hood. And what does Adam decide to do? He decides to call J Hood. He decides to FaceTime him. But it just so happened that J Hood was with the Hoovers at the time of the FaceTime. And Crip Mac, he has Hoover Killer on his face. He hates Hoovers. Let's see how this plays out. Check it out.
Nah, push it down.
Never that. What about J Hood? How you feel about him?
I don't know who Cud is, but Cud talk like Cud extra hard.
But that was no real reason for Adam 22 to bring up J Hood. because he knows that Crip Mac doesn't have a problem. He knows that Crip Mac has a problem with him. He knows that there's an issue between these two dudes. I'm glad you enjoyed it. He knows there's an issue between these two dudes. So why would Adam 22 bring it up without any other reasoning for just being instigative?
Jeanette, I heard Cub was on a protected castle yard, some old shit. I don't know Snooker is come neighbor great. Cut talk Cud knew me. I ain't never met you a day in my life, nigga. On fight Crip on all my dead homeboys. Don't put my name in shit if I get 5 minutes, Cud on fight Crip. I've been hearing about Cud when I was in the federal prison a year ago. Oh, Cud met me. It's a guy I ain't never met Cud a day in my life, nigga.
He's from Carson.
I ain't never met Cud a day in my life.
Hopefully he's not busy right now. Damn, I look like shit. What up, Hood?
Don't call Cud Hood, nigga.
So J Hood and Crip Mac clearly have an issue. Clearly have a problem with one another. And Adam 22 goes, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me call this nigga.
You ain't Hood, nigga. That's only neighborhood Crip shit.
Nah, beat your ass, nigga.
All right, Cud, we gonna squabble with no gloves. With fists.
Beat your ass.
All right, Cud, make wood.
I was trying to cause peace.
Make wood. Let's get it.
I want you guys to do a podcast together.
No gloves.
We can squabble, then we can do a podcast together.
I don't want neighborhood Crip. You gonna respect this Crip? I've been tripping snoovers years now. That's why I'm in for low general. Can't no nigga tell me nothing, neighborhood.
Hey, how old are you? How you an infant you in your 30s?
I'm 30 trap years old, nigga. I've been from the hood 15 years old. I've been from the hood 15 years, bro.
How you 33 years old with a disrespect? I'm gonna beat you up.
All right, cuz.
But then see, here go the thing about J Hood. This was cool all these weeks ago when you said it. It wasn't cool after we just watched you with Spody Face last week and you were over here meat riding whack, and because you're meat riding whack and you have an inability to communicate, now you want to fight. You look just as ignorant as Crip Mac does, if not actually worse, because at least Crip Mac is fighting for his own self-respect off of what you said about him. You want to fight niggas about whack. Ain't nobody said nothing about you, and whack won't even fight about whack. At least Crip Mac can fight for himself. Big shout out to Crip Mac.
Nate Bud.
I didn't know it was gonna go like that. I thought I was gonna be able to cause peace with y'all.
Adam stupid. You know damn well you wasn't trying to bring no peace.
Nate Bud.
He's super animated, Tim.
No, I'm fight real. Kill my dead homeboys,
Why you
nigga.
throwing up this? Why you just dissing everybody game, bro?
Cause that's who I am. I don't give a
bro. It ain't suspect. So respect. I'm gonna have suspect beat your ass. Suspect.
Snoo ever want to fight, cuz they gonna get it.
Go this nigga. Oh, that's easy call. No, go this nigga. This nigga Crip Mac. Nigga beat your ass. Nigga gonna beat your ass. Nigga gonna beat your ass.
All right, big killer destruction, nigga. Remember that.
We back? I'm not sure what the hell just happened, but all right, my fault, chat. I don't know what that was about, but we back. My fault, chat. I have no idea what that was about.
Oh, that's easy call. No, go this nigga. This nigga Crip Mac. Nigga gonna beat your ass. Nigga gonna beat your ass. Nigga gonna beat your ass.
All right, big killer destruction, nigga. Remember that.
Beat your ass.
All right,
we gonna get in the ring.
big sexual killer destruction.
God damn it.
Get your ass up out of here.
Yo, much love.
All right, now here enters Spody Face, because Spody Face is actually allies with Crip Mac. So whenever he saw the situation with Crip Mac, he decides to cover it, because what happens is J Hood decides to go on his platform and talk about the phone call he had with Crip Mac, just calling it disrespectful and all these things. But Spotify has his own narrative about the phone call and how he feels about the whole situation between him and Crip Mac. Check it out.
So yesterday, I'm in the 80s. I'm in the Hoovers, you feel me, with the homies from Hoover. And I get a FaceTime. It's Adam 22. I answer the phone. What up, Adam? As soon as I get on the phone, this dude, Crip Mac jumps on the phone.
Now, of course, Crip Mac jumps on the phone and starts being extra disrespectful. That's what Crip Mac does. Who's surprised about that?
Jumps on the phone, disrespectful. No, cuz, you ain't hood. I'm the FLO general. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Nigga, 55th Street, you bitch ass. And then start dissing. You HK destruction.
Somehow I feel like past this. So maybe Spotify has something relevant to add to this, but I feel like we can pass this. But let's see.
Looking at me because you know.
First of all, that's crazy. Like how ironic you and the Hoovers and Crip Mac call. That's kind of crazy and it had to be awkward. But every time I don't watch a couple of, not all of them, I don't watch a couple of J-Hood videos. And he always like, I don't want to say necessarily pay homage to the Hoovers, but he always let it be known that, you know,
he be over there.
Yeah, I guess he got a lot of compadres over there in the Hoovers, you know what I'm saying? So he's speaking about that openly. Yeah, it's kind of dangerous. You know, I know he messed with them and all that, but one thing J-Hood gotta understand as well is, you know, when you align yourself with certain people and you associate with certain people, you know, you take on their beefs and you inherit their problems.
The homie so disrespect, he get irritated. Everybody get irritated. This nigga Crip Mac, he's a childish.
Crip Mac is definitely somebody, whether you want to accept that or whatever you want to, you know, the narrative you might paint or whatever the case. Crip Mac is definitely somebody on the streets and in his YouTube space. I say this respectfully. If you put J-Hood alongside Crip Mac and tell him to walk down the street, I guarantee you somebody will recognize Crip Mac before they recognize J-Hood. And that's respectfully, you know what I'm saying? But Crip Mac is he viral, he been viral. He's, you know, he's definitely an internet presence. So I wouldn't say that he's nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because he's kind of a big
niggas can feel however they want to feel. Ain't nobody did nothing to Crip Mac, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing to Crip Mac on the streets, for real. And ain't nobody gonna go into his neighborhood and for sure try to disrespect him because Crip Mac gonna get with it.
On the internet, whether J-Hood want to recognize it or acknowledge it or not, but you know, he's definitely a big deal on the internet. You know, also in his hood as well. You know what I mean? So I won't call him nobody.
And I know he is all a gimmick, but that's really how he act around his homies. But that's not really him. That's not Crip Mac. I know he's doing it for content because he really a buster. To be honest, like that's buster shit. Because he 33 years old. He told me, I'm 30 trap.
All
right, we gonna fast
forward. Going on. Spotify was vouching for C-Mac whenever C-Mac was going crazy on J-Hood and the Hoovers. So Spotify even vouching for Crip Mac. I could see how, you know, J-Hood probably watched that video and doesn't see Spotify in the greatest light, right? And another No Jumper member, Aunt Hefe, while he's in prison, ends up having his own problem with J-Hood. Let's get into it right now. So the kid on the left, his name's Flock 2Ball. He apparently like really fucked with Aunt Hefe. He hates that he's in prison. So he's just pretty much like free.
So basically, J-Hood gets pressed out because young Aunt Hefe calls in tripping. But
Hefe, I don't like how they're spinning these narratives on him. And homeboy J-Hood's like, hey, I just feel like and nobody should speak on his business because that's A-Trade gangster business. Like, that doesn't involve any of us. And after that, things start to unfold a little bit more. I'm going to let y'all watch the clip and see it for yourself.
All right, this is how I feel about that. That's A-Trade gangster business.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like nobody should have been reporting that because people saying there's a DP that make it premeditated.
Mm-hmm.
That make it first degree murder. If you talk about his first degree, if you send his DP, that mean it happened. That mean it was orchestrated and people was talking about it before it happened. That's like telling. Everybody saying it was a DP, was a DP. It wasn't no DP. We don't know what was going on. And that's A-Track gangster business. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah. He's from Pacoima.
Yeah, you put
no, he's not.
My dad.
From Lancaster, right?
I'm
from the 661.
Yeah.
From AV.
Yeah. My dad from over there.
From 2P's? Oh, he from like Unc.
Yeah.
Like WACK.
He said his dad is like a WACK disciple.
WACK my uncle.
Yeah, we got two WACK lovers on here and a Lush.
I love WACK. I love WACK and
pops a WACK lover.
Yep, we all WACK lovers. That's my uncle. That's family. That's families. Dead homies. I'm team WACK. Dead homies. Whatever issue with WACK got an issue with me. Dead homies.
Issue with
Seeing like we know all this is happening, so let's kind of see where Big Chat Small World is going to take us in this one. This is the argument.
Really even speak.
I got Hefe going off. B Braze exposing. Munchie B talking about the fight, why he was turned down. Okay, so Flacco talking about Munchie B being turned down. So it's pretty much the timeline of what's going on between now and then. If you haven't seen it yet, man, go ahead and check out Big Chat Small World. I'm going to let y'all catch the rest of this on his page. Make sure you show him some love. Make sure you show him some likes, some comments, some subscribes. Run him up. And y'all know the deal, man. We up out of here. We gone. I'm about to give y'all one more, man. My man Spody Face just did his one, too. So let me give y'all some, babe, last video. You heard me? Let me see what Spody Face is talking about. And we're going to get up out of here, man, because I'm finna go enjoy my gal. P-O-E-T-Y face. Spody Face. Spody Face.
So I was straight and all that.
All right, let's keep going.
What's going on, YouTube? What's going on with all my good peoples, all my good subs, man? If you haven't already liked, comment, subscribe to the page, make sure you do so right now. Also, man, make sure y'all hit that notification button, man. Be well over 20,000 subscribers. Keeping y'all waiting. We're gonna get right into it. As you can see, I ain't got my glasses on. I just got done working out, you know what I'm saying, getting my workout in, of course. But yeah. A lot of people wonder why, you know, just hit me up, man. My DMs filled, my phone being blowing up and all that. Ask me why I ain't responding to the, you know what I'm saying, the hate or the fake blogs and the fake posters and all that. You know, to be honest, like I said, I'm strategic with everything I do. You know, all the haters, they're going to come out, man. When they believe something, they're going to pop.
When they think that you down, nigga, come on now. That's when the haters is going to hate. Because look, this is what I know. Haters wanna hate, lovers wanna love. I don't want none of the above. If you know the rest, you enjoy Dave Chappelle in the early 2000s.
Pile on it, they're gonna pile on it, they're gonna pile on it, they're gonna pile on. So I'm just being patient, sitting back, waiting. You know what I'm saying? For everybody to run with the false narratives, like, oh, I knew that was true, or I this, and such this, and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely showed me a lot of my haters, but it also, you know what I'm saying, showed me a lot of my supporters. To everybody who called me and reached out to me, make sure I was straight and all that. Even though I'm super am, man, I appreciate that love. That love go a lot of way, you know what I mean, a long way. And shout out to my haters, man, for exposing themselves, man. We gonna get right into it though. So the thing with me and J Hood, I don't know why, bro, you know what I'm saying, ain't just flat out came out, you know what I'm saying, and cleared it up. But J Hood never put his hands on me, bro. Never put his hands on me one time. You know, the things that this rat no hunted, you know what I'm saying, is spreading around, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, continue to repost it and all this, man. You know, it's absolutely false. Absolutely false. So, you know, again, like I said, this dude.
You know what the irony about this is? J Hood was mad at Munchie B for not clearing things up, but he didn't clear things up, and he's allowing people to believe that he actually put hands on Spody Face when he in fact did not put hands on Spody Face. He actually did not do anything physical or tangible to Spody Face. So, you feel me?
Never put his hands on me. Not one time. Never one time. 40 neighborhood crip, he never, nigga, on my kids. Nigga, if I'm lying, God could take all my kids right now. This dude never put his hands on me not one time. Come on, bro. Everybody who know me know me. A person putting their hands on me and I don't do anything back. Like, how does that sound? Like, how does that sound? Like, on some real stuff? Like, a dude put his hands on me and I don't do anything back. Like, come on, bro. And to be fair, I'm gonna be the real nigga, bro. I'm gonna be the real nigga.
All right, so I want to see if he's gonna talk about what really happened. Let's see where we're going with
I'm
it.
gonna clear the air as well.
Okay.
People talk about he got knots on his head and all that. If you don't want to keep it real, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I holler at that dude already. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I never touched dude neither. You feel me? When we went outside, you know what I'm saying? We definitely had a heated discussion, you know what I'm saying? And you know, some things transpired, but nigga, I ain't never not one time put my hands on.
We're not gonna worry about the things that transpired. Don't worry, transpirations are hard.
That dude ain't never one time, you know what I'm saying, put his hands on me. Straight like that. So I'm gonna come on here and just tell you, like, a nigga can't tell you that he put his hands on me. He's not gonna tell you that he put his hands on me because he never put his hands on me. And you know, the fact that, you know, the fact that niggas ain't clearing that up, you know what I'm saying, is kind of crazy to me, but I'm gonna go ahead and clear it up. And I'm gonna make it very clear though too. I never put my hands on, you know what I'm saying, that young.
Hey, now here it go right here, man. Already, man. Already. Moken Friends 7677. Can you send me that clip, please, to my Instagram?
Man, neither. So the knots and all that, the fake narratives that everybody running, that's false, bro. On my kids. Once again, on my kids. If I'm lying, God could take all my kids right now, all my breath in my heart. That man never touched me, bro. He'd never tell you that he touched me. So that just shows you how BS, you know what I'm saying, Rat No 100 is. That shows you how BS Rat No 100 is. Like, I be telling y'all, he just say things and make up anything on the internet, and it throws the internet, you know what I'm saying, in a frenzy, and y'all fall for it every time. Y'all fall for it every time, man. How many times, you know what I'm saying, how many times do you guys, are y'all gonna fall for the okie though? And people talking about, oh, he's never was no glasses on. Like, bro, I wear glasses. When I take off my glasses, bro, to ready to get busy or anything like I do, like right now to work out or something like that, bro, like my eyes are naturally, first of all, anybody know me, my eyes are naturally low.
His eyes are naturally low. He's not lying.
Then I wear glasses, so when I take my glasses off, it takes sometimes an hour or two for my eyes to focus. So I'm squinting. I see all the little reels and I see all the little things that people be just putting up, zooming in. Like, I think it's his eye. Like, bro, like, it's my eye. I'm trying to focus because I really can't see, bro. Like, I really can't see. Like, my vision is like, I'm.
Real quick, wifey has met Turtle in real life. Mm-hmm. Is he lying?
No.
I love the homie. Bro cannot see. And he'll be like, he like that meme where they be like, that nigga smutty face. Bro, I'm about to cry. That nigga can't see. He'll be like,
we got love for the squinters.
Like, I'm legally blind.
I'm raising a squinter.
Like, I really can't see, bro. You know what I mean? So it just was funny to me. You know, I laugh about this stuff, you know, but, you know, that's definitely not real. That dude never put his hands on me. Now,
you see my son, when he taking off his glasses, he be like, and why do niggas with glasses always like put their lip up? You guys see their top teeth. That's why he over there laughing, because you know you blind and you be squinting, don't you? The homie blind.
One time.
Don't let him come into the light out of a dark room. I don't know. I'm so confused. Like,
nobody would never, you know what I'm saying, tell you that they put their hands on me and I didn't do anything back. I didn't defend myself. Come on, bro. Like, that's a free one. That's a free one. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, what else? What I was about to say? Yeah, like I said, man, you guys got to stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe, man. Also, I'm seeing a narrative that's out there that's saying, oh, Spody, J Hood came in theatrical, you know, he was loud, he was popping his gum, and he was swearing and wearing it for, like, that's not me, bro. Like, if I'm not feeling a situation,
everybody's not theatrical. Everybody's not dramatic. Everybody's not a grown man trying to put on a show. Y'all so used to these clowns doing clown activity that when y'all see a real man holding it down as a real man should, y'all mistake it with, oh, he didn't talk, he didn't say nothing. But like that's how conditioned y'all are to watching BAS, bish ass sheesh. That when somebody's a real man, like how he came in quiet and just didn't say nothing, which is what a man is supposed to do. We're so used to these whole activities on the internet that they're like, oh, well, he didn't say nothing, he didn't say that. That's because y'all so used to watching whole activities. And I'll even go further to say this. People who say, oh, well, he didn't say nothing, he didn't this, he didn't that. You're a hoe. You're a hoe. Because you a grown man. We all know that this content is consumed by 90% men. Women ain't watching this shit for real. You feel me? So you a grown man and you are desperate and thirsty to see drama amongst grown men. Nigga, go watch Baddies.
Facing, nigga, what you expect me to go up in there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like I could tell a lot of y'all be in the comments ain't never been through no real stuff, or y'all just ain't no way in heck that I just got into it with somebody and I'm right back and I'm lollygagging, bro. Like I'm kiki kaka. Man, never.
Why am I not on point? Why am I not on top of this? I just got into it with somebody and things got hot. Why wouldn't I be in a very serious situation considering the fact that whatever happened outside that's not going to be spoken upon happened outside? You feel me?
Like, bro, I'm not feeling this. I wasn't feeling that. I ain't got no reason to smile, bro. I'm just trying to keep it professional at the time. Like, you feel me? I'm just trying to get through the pod, bro. I'm just trying to get through the pod, like, you know what I'm saying, and fulfill my commitment. That's all that was, bro. So if you see me like oh, Sporty Face say, nigga, because I'm not doing no plan. Like, it's business with me. Like, you see me calm and I'm cool, calm, and collective, and that's to let you know something, bro. I'm not worried about nothing. So when you see me chilling, like, yeah, all right.
Because J Hood was definitely overcompensating for the situation. For sure overcompensating, but whatever. I'll let Sporty Face tell y'all what happened should he choose to.
Yeah, all right. That's to let you know something, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's to let you know something, man. I keep telling y'all, man, like, but yeah, I just want to get on here, man, to not to prove anything to y'all, but all my supporters. All the Sporty Face supporters. I'm not gonna call y'all fans, but some are fans. I won't classify everybody as that category. I'm gonna say my good peoples, the people that support me, all my supporters. I don't like to use the word fan, man. You know, for some people find it offensive, so I'm not gonna see.
I call y'all. Well, you know what? I think L Dash gave y'all the nickname. Y'all the residents of my trap house. Y'all the trap house residents. Y'all not fans. Y'all not supporters. Y'all live in the trap. The trap house. Yeah, we're trapper in the trap house. They're the residents of my trap house. You said what?
Is that a girl? I think she follows.
Yeah, she's from like New York or something. But
her profile picture is a hand.
Yeah, like a middle finger or something, like a brown hand or something like that, purple background or something like that. Yeah. I think that's her. But
She was staying with the name.
y'all the trap house residents, man. This rich trapper, this is a trap house, man. It's a nice trap house. Make sure you take your shoes off before you come into my trap. You feel me?
I'm not gonna.
I used to really make niggas take their shoes off before they came into my trap because you know I'm big. You know how I'm about clean. You gonna take your shoes off before you come into this trap. I don't give a damn. And you know what? If you trying to run out with something, you're gonna run out barefoot.
Fans, I'm saying all my good subs in my.
You don't want to put your shoes on, you will not come into this trap spot. And no, we're not coming outside for you. Either you're gonna take your shoes off and leave them at the door, or you're not.
You know what I'm saying? My good peoples that support me. You know that's got me here thus far. Again, J Hood never put his hands on me, not one time. I never put my hands on J Hood one time. That's a lie with the knots and all that, nigga. Oh, come on, bro. I'm a real nigga. I could just
face a joint for that. Sporty Face a joint for that. I'm gonna let him tell the story, but he a joint for that.
Like, oh, I'm not gonna run with that narrative, bro. I'm gonna clear that up. So if he choose to do so and all that, but anybody asks him, he can never say he put his hands on me. He's not gonna say his hands because his homies know the real true story. Everybody know the true story. He's not gonna come on here and say on Stevenson Villain's crib, he's not gonna say that, bro. I don't take him to be a liar like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the young man that well, but I definitely know his homies not gonna allow him to do that, bro, because they know the truth. This is a fact. Whether the boy, you know what I'm saying, rat no honey. You know, Carjack Whack, 3 Finger Louie, 3 up 3.
Carjack Whack, the expert transmission mechanic.
They don't want to say that's on him, bro. To all y'all that's
he is a transmission mechanic expert. Carjack Wack. You need your transmission check? Wack got you. Call Carjack Wack for all your transmission needs.
Posting that in
new sponsor coming soon.
And you know what I'm saying?
Carjack Wack for all your transmission needs. Oh, that's coming soon.
Laughing and running with false narratives. Joke's really on you, bro. I could have been came and cleared it up, but I don't want to. I want to see who on my side, and I want to say who real or fake. And a lot of y'all expose yourself, and I appreciate you for that. I told you I'll be out here playing chess, bro. How does that sound, man? Y'all get down in the comments below. How does that sound? I got something on me, and I let an individual. I let an individual assault me and not do nothing back. Come on, bro. How crazy do that sound, dog? How crazy do that sound? I bet you J Hood can't discussion, and then let's get to this understanding. So the understanding is I don't like Wack. I don't mess with Wack. Anytime that his name come up, I'm gonna continue to be me. I'm gonna continue to do me. Any chance I get, it's up with bro. It's up, period, point blank. I let bro know that. We discussed why. And that was it. That was an understanding. You know, whether he want to say that's his family member or not, I know that to be false. But if he want to call him Unc and look at him as Unc or whatever the case is, you know, the different type of ties that they have, that's not my business. I'm not here to debate that. That was an understanding like, oh, so we can't coexist. My whole thing is, nigga, I got a problem with Wack. I don't know you to have a problem. I never had a problem with J Hood. I don't know the kid to have a problem with him. So my whole thing is to him is like, niggas want to squabble, but that's easy. That's easy call. But don't involve yourself in something that ain't got nothing to do with you, young fella. Because this dude out here, you know what I'm saying, this dude will lead you astray. Not only that he will lead you astray, a nigga will get you hurt, bro, and a nigga won't do nothing about it. WACK100 won't ride for J Hood like J Hood is trying to ride for Wack. He just simply won't. WACK100 would not catch no J Hood squabbles, bro. If an older dude is called, like, you know what, I don't like your nephew J Hood right now. WACK100 is not gonna catch that fade for J Hood. He's not. And only that, he gonna turn his back on him. You know what I'm saying? But that's another topic for another day. You know what I'm saying?
If you ever think, that's that boy Gayland Queen. Yeah, that's that boy Gayland Queen. Yeah, shout out to Gayland Queen. Make sure y'all follow all the Queen of Toes. You feel me over there? I don't know you. Doug intro. Yeah, shout out to Gayland Queen. That little girl over there. She be doing her thing, man. Shout out to her. She be doing her 1 2 step like Sierra. Her and her scamming cousin. Shout out to Big Slop. Big Sloppy. Big Sloppy. Giving up that gargle. Shout out to Big Slop with that good gargle. She got that good gargle. Give her an endorsement by Listerine. Gayland Queen and Good Gargle. We got Gayland Queen and Good Gargle. Shout out to them. Cousins.
Again, you know what I'm saying?
The part about that is my number don't change. Get that if you need that.
Or whatever the case is. And that was an understanding.
I'm doing better.
You know, we just simply
I'm doing better.
Can't in that setting, because that's going to come up. That's going to frequently come up on that podcast. WACK100. And then if we in the room, it's like, nigga, I'm not going to be silenced. I don't F with them. So every time.
Shout out to my man Spotty Face. Real quick before we go into that, I can say what I want to say. I said what I said. It ain't no consequence. It ain't no consequence for what I said. It ain't none. Nobody going to do nothing. Nothing. There's no consequence to what I just said. We're going to get back to Spotty Face, but let me make it abundantly clear. There's no consequence to what I said. Nobody's going to do anything. There's no consequence. They're going to make a video about it, be upset, and try to kick me out the chat. Nobody's go to jail mad. Nobody's catch a fade mad. Niggas is make a video mad. That's why that's Gayland Queen and Good Gargle. Nobody's go to jail mad. Niggas is make a video. Niggas is mad. Nobody's take a fade mad. Nobody's pull up and come get down mad. Nobody's slide up on an S and get what you need mad. Nobody's mad like that. Don't nobody want to pull up on a 19th letter and figure out what's going on mad. Nobody's mad like that. I promise you. Niggas is, when I see you, I'ma explain myself. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna explain yourself. Nobody's mad. Let's continue on with Turtle.
His name, come on, I'm gonna bring up.
Just had to get that out.
That he's a transmission lover.
Yes, Gayland is. I mean, yes, WACK is.
He loves transmission. He be on Hollywood Boulevard. This is a fact, bro. This is.
Should have listened to cartoon first. Last. I mean,
this no lies. Don't y'all all know he be on Hollywood Boulevard, Santa Monica Boulevard, picking up them boys. Not even be picking up them boys. He don't pay them. He don't pay them. He's by school.
He be picking up the boys. Bow, bow, bow. He out with the boys. He hanging out. Face ass.
Near you, in his car, masturbating. This is a fact. Carjack whack. Whack carjack. 3-figure Louis.
Yeah. Cause I grew up around niggas like this. That's why I don't act the way I act. Not him specifically, but Turtle, I'll put it to you like this. Spody Face is enough like family to where my girl has met him. My kids have met him. He was very respectable in the home and all. He acted like family. We might not have grown up together, but our proximity by default makes us like this. You feel me? So I didn't grow up with Spody Face specifically, but I grew up with niggas just like that. You feel me? Just like that. It's just not him specifically. Same tattoos, same idealisms, same ideologies. My best friends. Just like this nigga. I just bypassed the face tattoos. Same exact mindset. And you know what's crazy? They don't realize that I think just like these niggas. I just don't have a bunch of shit going on my face. But they be saying stuff and I be like, I may not always vocalize it because I understand discernment of time and place, but behind closed doors, she knows I'm ghetto. She knows I'm ghetto. It's a constant struggle to act right. But we're working on it. I feel like I've gotten a lot better over the years, for sure. And over the last months, I feel like there's been dramatic improvements. You feel me? So shout out to my nigga Spody Face, man.
He likes to go to the tire shop and get a rim job.
Woo!
He likes to put chili on his hot dog.
Woo! No Earls. No Wiener Schnitzel. No.
He likes to be involved with mudslides. It's a fact.
I'm old, so you might know the song if you old too. We like the cars that go boom. That's what you're about.
This is the fact. So I would never not, you know what I'm saying, continue to expose this dude and and you know what I'm saying, just give my personal opinion about him. So for that reason, you know what I'm saying, me and him, we can't coexist. What we gonna squabble every time that, you know what I'm saying, we don't think, which it would be easy call. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we just can't coexist with that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to J Hood, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, besides the little
I get that you guys may not always care for Spody Face. Let's be serious now. I get that you guys may not always care for Spody Face. I get that you guys may not always like Spody Face, but let's respect the real grown man in the room. I don't like WACK. Your whole premise and whole principality is anybody who doesn't like WACK, you want a problem with. Well, I'm going to have a problem with WACK every day, which is going to result in me having to whoop your A-double-double every day should we choose to continue to go on with this route. I can't coexist with you. So since I can't coexist with you, I'm going to do what's best. I'm going to do what's best for myself, my family, and my situation and remove myself. That's the most mature thing we've literally ever seen in our universe. You've never heard anything that mature come out of our universe. None. That's the smartest thing you've ever heard. What's wrong with this grown man decision making? Because should he have pulled out and whooped out J Hood, and God forbid J Hood got hurt or damaged or Spody Face violates parole, You know what the chat's gonna be saying? He's so stupid. He just got out. He blah blah blah. So Boss Renegade. I'm always good for an impromptu song.
The little
nigga, it's like a flash mob, but it's singing
stuff. I ain't never heard that he was a a buster or nothing like that. I ain't never heard that. You know what I'm saying? He respected over there. So shout out to him. Even for standing on business. But yeah, as far as I wanted to say, standing on business. For pushing WAC's agenda. You feel me? But this resistance that I'm hearing, nigga, what resistance? What resistance? Then the narrative is like, oh, you turn out, nigga. I didn't try to talk my way out of nothing. I didn't try to talk my way out of nothing. J Hood didn't try to talk his way out of nothing. This is a fact, nigga, on my kids. A nigga can't come up here and tell you that Spody Face, nigga, Lil Turtle, Big 4.0, nigga, Big F-Bone, nigga, West Side Rolling 40s, nigga, turned down nothing. I didn't try to talk, I wasn't trying to talk my way out of nothing.
Nigga, how many names you got? I knew you had all them names, but I never stopped and thought about it. Nigga, you got names. Bro, is you Mexican? Nigga got his mama and his daddy last name. God damn, fool. I thought about it. He do got that. Means all his names. But it sounds crazy when you start listing them all out, nigga, and he still got a name his mama gave him. This is crazy.
Same thing with J Hood. J Hood didn't try to talk his way out of nothing. The nigga asked me a question like, why y'all beefing, bro? Like, whoa.
I got you, Boss Renegade.
Like, nigga, the nigga said, like, oh, wow, I didn't even know that. And that's what changed the course of the conversation. When the nigga try to tell me it ain't real, and the nigga, I'm telling you, like, this nigga said something about my kids and my deceased mother. J Hood, like, bro, I didn't know that's different. I feel the same way. I didn't know he did all that.
Now, with WACK making the statements about Spody Face's deceased mother, you know what I'm saying? Speak of. Fool, I'm literally on live watching your video right now. I'm gonna call you when I get off. All right, you straight though? Yeah, no, I don't want shit, fool. I'm just tapping in. You feel me? Yeah, no, fool. My nigga, I don't want shit. I'm just tapping in like we supposed to, my nigga. You feel me? I'm gonna hit you when I'm done. My nigga. I done spoke up a Spody Face. Let's keep going. I done spoke up my nigga Spody Face.
I didn't know he said all that. And I'm like, yeah. And from that moment, that's when the course of the conversation come on. Nigga, J Hood didn't try to talk his way out of the fade. I didn't try to talk my way out of the fade. Once something was said, and he like, oh, what? That's what changed the course of the conversation, bro. But again, I don't think J Hood is a liar. I don't take him to be a liar. I don't take him to lie on his D, you know what I'm saying, his pistol or what he do. So he can't come up here and say that I turned down anything. I try to talk my way out of anything, or that he ever put his hands on me. This is a fact. If I'm lying again, may God take my kids right now, as we speak, right now. And I can say that the same thing about him. I never put my hands on, bro. The lumps that niggas going, I never put my hands on because I saw that's impossible, bro. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna say fortunately, you know what I'm saying, smarter heads prevail. And there's nothing wrong with two men having a disagreement, almost turn violent to end up in a discussion. I don't look down upon that. I don't mess with people that try to promote that type of violence. You know what I'm saying? Or look down upon that. I actually encourage that. I don't know if he's gonna get on here, and try. As far as like say the same thing as far as if he encouraged talking, I'm all for with. I feel like two men should be able to agree to disagree before it turns violent. I only believe in that unless it's absolutely necessary. I only believe in, violence unless it's self-defense. Unless it's self-defense. So again, I stand here as a man, as a father, a child, you know what I'm saying, a child of God, and not only that, a humble individual. A humble individual. There's nothing wrong with two brothers, you know what I'm saying, having a conversation with one another. You know, and I encourage that. I encourage that a lot more. I encourage that a lot more. You know what I'm saying? That means you a leader, you a man. I don't care what nobody think, bro. I don't care what you know, and you know that homosexual, you know what I'm saying, be brazy. I got a video coming about you. You just blew up all your hood and all your dead homies. Yeah, they need to DP you. So yeah, we gonna touch on that in another video, my next video. But again,
all right, man, we finna get up out of here. I'm finna call my Brody back. Chat, I appreciate y'all for kicking it. Y'all know the deal, man. Red dots to the Lizeth. Y'all know the Rizess. We are gone.